Welcome back, ladies and
Rob,
gentlemen.
no, you're not clapping your hands. You're clapping something else.
Already, we just got done with this conversation. You start another one.
Sir,
What's up, guys?
Chat.
Welcome back to another live stream. We are here today with the boy Shadow Travis, and now we are here with roamknown. And also tonight I just wanna take
you. Party on fire. Players. What y'all trying to do? 24 and magic. Look out! Pop, it's showtime. Pop, it's showtime. Guess who's back again? Back again. I better know those. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Shut up. You been this? Yeah, I don't miss. Might hurt you. Around the blue. Woo! Crap.
I'm a dangerous man.
I'm a dangerous man. Put your money in my pocket. Keep up.
So many pretty girls around me.
In the lobby.
Why you mad? Fix your face.
Why you mad? Fix your face. It's a funny and we gotta keep up. Players on me. Come on. Moon. Oh. It's your time. 24 karat. Look out!
Second verse for the hustlers.
To the hustlers. Gangsters. I'm gonna preach. I cannot preach. I gotta show you that it is. First, take your dip. Do your dip. Spend your money like money ain't. Gotta blame it on. He's just hashtag flex. Ain't money from me, huh?
I'm a dangerous man.
I'm a dangerous man. Put your money in my mouth. Up.
So many pretty girls around me.
And they're waiting at the lobby.
Why you mad? Fix your face.
Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't no puppy on the job. It's up. Say it's okay. Come on. What's your time to do? Look out!
Everywhere I go,
they be like, so bland.
Everywhere I go,
I be like, so bland. Everywhere I go, I be like, so bland. Now, we get down like 24 karat. 24 karat. Just put your pinky right up to the phone. What's your time to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Look out.
Let's get a round of applause.
Round of applause.
Everyone.
Hi, buddy.
I down in the lock of light. Okay. 24 karat magic. Alright, I'm gonna make a community post real quick.
Alright, for sure.
Man, we got 3 watching. That's not enough. We need more watch time. I don't think I've heard this one before.
This soundtrack is from Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp. That is from the game. And I haven't even played before, but this is nice.
$24 karat magic in the air.
20 carat. 24 carats in the air.
Look out.
Alright.
Oh, dude. Roamknown, you missed it. We were reacting to this Mario movie, the full saga. Mario Warfare full saga. Bro, that was the best.
Yeah, it was the
Reacting
best.
to it, Gunfire was the best. It was like, man.
Yeah, it was.
Toad was most likely my favorite character.
Yeah.
This
Well, we
song.
Yeah.
Watching on my second monitor.
Nice.
How many monitors you got, Star?
Yep, and then there's another track. We chillin' in the vibe. We are chillin'.
Just two. And
Ooh, got that
Yeah.
Western vibe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Western superhero vibe.
Yeah.
actually sex pack.
Got it. Point.
No, this is like detective type thing
Oh yeah.
for like the intro.
It's like we're doing like an investigation, bro. Like it really is. Woo. Hey. Alright, I'm setting up a reaction of what if Tim Burton directed Batman and Robin. Hold up, I'm about to share the screen. Hold up. There we go. With the wow. Look at this. Woo!
Looks familiar. Looks familiar.
Well, because we haven't finished part 1, which is to take over 1 hour and 37 minutes.
My God.
Part one.
Yeah, let's start with part 1 because
Let me in, por favor. Do not speak Espanol, Star.
yeah,
Speak Japanese.
let me just. Where we go. This is where we last left off.
Alright, Star, I got you.
There, I got you. Okay. I'm
Let me write Star.
do something. Whew, here we go.
I'm gonna invite Star real quick.
Alright, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah,
we can
before-
start in here. Hold up.
Okay.
Yo, before we go into this, I was thinking like when I start filming for my show, whenever like R019 like destroys someone and tries to look down on him, he should look at him like this,
Oh,
giving him the stink eye.
nice.
Because I'm trying to make him as mean as possible.
Yeah.
And my God, the final fight is amazing.
Amazing boy.
I'm not even sure what it looks like at this point, but I'm writing it currently, and my God, the book, man, once it comes out, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be fully insane.
Star.
Yes,
Star.
sir, Star. Welcome to the stream.
Yo, ready to react to this? Because this is about to be an amazing fanscription that everybody has seen before.
Watching on my second monitor, yes sir.
Alright, we're gonna react to it in 3, 2. Nope, we're starting already.
In this universe, there's only one absolute. Ice.
Shut up, you're going to jail.
What if Tim Burton directed Batman and Robin? This is fanscription.
Fanscription, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello.
Shout out to
It's been quite
fanscription.
some time, but we're back, folks. While it's gotten some goodwill thrown its way over the last few years, Joel Schumacher's Batman and Robin is widely regarded as the film that accomplished what would seem impossible nowadays. It paused the Caped Crusaders' cinematic future.
Yep.
In addition to being the lowest-grossing live-action Batman movie, not counting the 1966 film, it was panned by critics and many fans, even by some who enjoyed Schumacher's Batman Forever 2 years earlier. B&R's reputation worsened over the next couple decades to the point where the late director apologized multiple times.
If there's anybody watching this that, let's say, loved Batman Forever and went into Batman and Robin with great anticipation, if I disappointed them in any way, then I really want to apologize, because it wasn't my intention. My intention was just to entertain them.
There's no doubt Schumacher was a very talented filmmaker, and he was no stranger to directing films with much darker tones and stories. But the combination of his garish visual style, studio merchandising mandates, off-the-wall performances, and a general wacky vibe resulted in Batman and Robin living in infamy for numerous fans of The Dark Knight.
I'm back! Credit card, you bastard!
Indeed, it was a long way from Tim Burton's gothic 1989 classic. We've already covered our take on what a Burton Batman Forever could have looked like, but in this hypothetical world we've created, what if Tim had stayed on to finish the quadrilogy? How could we adapt what the movie gave us and turn it into something that looked and felt more like the Michael Keaton era films? Lucky for you,
I got the answer! I got the answer!
we've heard your cry. And as if answering the bat signal itself, Team Fanscription has put together our most ambitious project yet. How ambitious? Well, this story that Rob and I worked on and he wrote as a full screenplay is so big, we decided to split it up into 3 chapters. Since we don't have a studio telling us to cut this thing down, we're going to give you the full Monty with a trio of feature-length videos. We've established the Fanscription Burtonverse with 2 other episodes, so you can check those out if you want before jumping in. But this here is the biggest of them. It's all going to be narrated by the talented tones of Mr. Malcolm Ray. We also got the whole gang here at the channel doing character voices and more concept pieces than ever from our consummate artists. So this really has been a team effort. Without further ado, enjoy part 1 of
What's up, Ben?
Fanscription's Batman and Robin. Take it away, Malcolm.
Read that boy.
Ben in the chat.
Yeah, we got Ben in the chat. Ooh. Part 1. Cold winds wake.
We open with the now iconic WB shield, as Danny Elfman's familiar Batman theme kicks in. As the shield fades, the once blue skies now dim to the crimson hues of sunset. Slowly, we descend through the glittering spires of Gotham City's past. The metropolis radiates the charm and grace of untarnished silver, a far cry from its future destiny. Pushing down its iconic Broadway canyon, we finally arrive at Old Gotham Cathedral. Only it's not so old anymore. The Gothic church glimmers in its heyday. Inside, a wedding ceremony unfolds. A bride and groom, perhaps a little mismatched, but still star-crossed lovers in their own right, stare longingly at each other. We don't know it yet, but these two are Victor and Nora, soon to be Mr. and Mrs. Freeze. Here, Victor would be played by Patrick Stewart, made up to look younger. Nora would be played by Winona Ryder, made up to look a little older. The dialogue isn't audible, the music handles the heavy lifting. But it's clear where we are. The priest has given the groom permission to kiss the bride. Victor lifts the veil, and the two exchange a moment. Nora smiles, but soon, something changes. Her lips sink and her eyes widen in water. Panic and tears drip across her face, frightening Victor. He grips her tight, confused. Slowly, she withers away, slipping into a cold, deep sleep. The music swells as her limp body collapses in his arms. Pulled down by the weight, Victor crashes to his knees. There he stays, cradling his bride at the altar. A man in the front row, flanked by his wife and baby, stands up.
Hey, have a nice day.
This is Dr. Thomas Wayne, played by Gabriel Byrne. Accompanied by his wife, Martha, and son, Bruce, Thomas shouts at the groom. In deafening silence, the lips read, "Victor! Victor!" But the groom does not answer, consumed by shock. He simply kneels, motionless, next to his wife. cold statue. Fade out and in with the music. We're in a small laboratory now. Victor stares up at his bride, now frozen in time inside a cryotube. He turns toward the pathetic lab. A desk rests on its side. Notes litter the floor. Furiously scribbled formulas line the walls like graffiti. Victor's enraged eyes focus on the window. It rattles against the throes of a blizzard. Lightning strikes. Thunder snow. In the flickering light, he holds up a security key, considering his options. He decides. With clenched fist, he turns determinedly towards Nora. Lightning strikes again. Over the Gotham River, we follow a small semi-truck racing across Gotham's largest suspension bridge. The road is empty. Only a fool would be caught dead in the storm. Music, lightning, and snow join in chorus as the truck thrashes through the ice. We follow the truck barreling through Gotham's downtown canyons.
All right.
At the end of the boulevard, we see...
Wait, you missed the whole beginning?
No.
Oh, no? Okay. Nice, nice.
We straight. We straight.
Oh, good thing you're still here, though.
Yeah, we straight.
This is about to get
I'm about
crazy.
to play some chess while we watch this.
Oof.
His destination, the Wayne Enterprises building. The truck slides back into a ramp. The sign reads authorized personnel only. The truck door opens. A glimpse of Nora's cryotube.
Y'all see what? Oh, my bad. I paused at the wrong time. Like, wow, unbelievable.
Boy.
Oh.
Like, look at this.
Boy.
Do you see like Nora's tube? Like, yep. Victor was like going crazy because he did not want to lose his wife. This is how a hero becomes a villain.
Yep.
Was I the only one that noticed that Victor looked a little like Elon Musk?
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Did my man Victor wrong.
Did him dirty.
Man, he kind of did, though.
No, he kind of looked like Professor X from the X-Men, but this is actually Patrick Stewart, by the way. So it's pretty cool.
Glimpse of Nora's cryotube. A close-up of a security card inserted into a keypad. The light flashes green. Inside, the cryotube lands via forklift. Victor flies out of the vehicle. Machines line the walls. He darts between them, flipping switches, turning cranks, and pressing buttons. Finally, he injects 2 tubes into his veins. His eyes follow the IV line to Nora's cryotube. His eyes welling up with tears, he grabs one final switch. For a moment, he hesitates. Then he sees a light switch on from behind the lab door window. Panicked, he throws the switch. A giant coil lights up. Lightning sparks from its tip. Victor begins to glow. His blood, now glowing like molten gold, courses out of him through the IV tubes and
Super
into Nora.
Saiyan?
She begins to flicker like a candle. A smile washes over Victor's iridescent face. For the first time in years, happiness. The room radiates with combined energy.
Wait.
It's all.
Oh, never mind. Hold on.
Okay.
So wait.
Bro.
Oh, that was Victor. Oh, I'm dumb. The dude that was the dude with Nora or whatever her name was. Nora.
Mr. Freeze?
Yeah, he kind of looked like Elon Musk. It's a Elon Musk.
Yeah, but you know, kind of, but not really. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Happiness. The room radiates with your combined energy.
It was
It's
so
all
happy.
too much. Tiles fall, glass shatters, nuts and bolts break. Still, Victor continues until a shadow steps in. At the top of the stairs, a man in a fedora is flanked by armed gunmen. The shadowy figure opens a fuse box next to him. Victor drops to his knees, pleading. The shadowy figure, unfazed, grabs the kill switch. Before the switch is pulled, Victor throws a chair at the shadow. It lands a direct hit, but the gunmen respond in turn with a hail of bullets. Victor is knocked back, the IV tubes yanked from Nora. Every machine suffers a catastrophic meltdown in the gunfire. The room explodes. We hold on a broken cryo-freeze tank, spraying liquid chemical ice into the air. A hand emerges from the toxic spray. Blue, it grasps at anything and everything pulling itself up against Nora's cryotube. Inside, Nora still sleeps, an angel trapped in time. But outside, something evil festers. From inside Nora's tube, we see the disfigured face of Victor peering in, skin blue, hair singed, body scarred, eyes blood red. The monstrous reflection screams in anguish before sliding down the glass. In the darkness, the music broods and the credits finally start. As they begin to unroll, we follow the image of a man crawling on the floor. It's Victor, skin sizzling and throat retching, fighting tooth and nail to reach the large bay doors in front of him. Light shimmers through its cracks. The wind violently batters against it, trying to force it open. With every inch of ground, the music builds and builds, until, finally, Victor reaches up and pulls the latch. The music explodes with the classic Batman crescendo. The doors crash open, unleashing a barrage of wind, snow, and bats. Victor stands and embraces the howling blizzard. A title flashes in red: Batman and Robin. We fade into the lonely streets of Gotham as the credits roll. A lone shadow stumbles through the blizzard, scarred and barely clothed. No one can see him. No one would dare brave the storm of the century. Impervious to the sub-zero temperatures, he stumbles through snowdrifts and trudges through frigid streams. A modern Prometheus adrift on the ice. He braves back alleys, highways, graveyards, and parks until he finally makes his way back across the bridge. At long last, he reaches his hidden laboratory, barefoot and dying. The explosion took its toll on his feeble body. With what little energy remains, he slinks into a spare cryotube. The tube activates with a hiss. As the music winds down, we push in towards his face. As the icy liquid envelops him, a single tear escapes his eye. He becomes frozen in time as his eyes close, suspended in the solution. A final credit reads, directed by Tim Burton. A loud gong followed by a 40 years later title signals our return to the Gotham we know. An old, decrepit urban hellscape. On the streets, a newspaper boy flashes today's headlines as Gothamites stroll by in the morning rush hour.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Heat wave chokes Gotham City. Criminals ride heat wave. Who will stop this wave of crime?
An uptight socialite, comically overdressed for the heat, accidentally rams into the newspaper. Her purse and hat tumble amidst a sea of papers.
Whoa, steady there, miss. Here, let me see if I can...
He reaches for her purse, but she snatches it first and grips it tight.
You've done enough, thank you.
The woman searches for her hat, rolling down the sidewalk, shoving the boy out of the way.
All right, lady. Sheesh.
The boy picks up his papers as the woman fights the uncaring rush hour crowd. Again and again, she tries to bend over and snatch the hat, only to be thwarted by another errant kick. Exhausted, she uselessly tries to part the sea of people.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Please, if you could just... How rude!
Finally, the hat gets kicked next to an alleyway. She bends over to pick it up and is greeted by a gun. Her mouth opens in a silent scream as a hand pulls her behind a dumpster. Gun still pointed at her face, the crook grabs her purse.
Hey, lady. Nice bag.
He inspects the name on the bag and smugly nods to himself.
Versace? I know how to pick them.
He rummages through the purse, but only finds a makeup compact, a lipstick holder, some spare tissues, and a handful of dollar bills. He pulls out an ordinary lipstick holder.
What is this? Spare change? Lipstick? Where's the rest?
That's everything.
Oh, it is, huh? Well, then let's have a look at that pretty dress. Maybe that's a Versace, too.
A sultry voice cuts through the alley, startling them both.
I just love a man who appreciates the finer things.
The mugger turns around, stunned to see Catwoman, whip in hand, stretching her neck, itching to fight. The mugger...
Yep, that's Catwoman.
I hate to be a party pooper, but I might have to go soon.
All right, Matt.
I mean, I might not be gone yet. I just have to wait for somebody to come to the door.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, where did everyone go?
I don't know. It's so weird.
Like, everyone left. Where's Shadow? Oh, Star's still here. Okay.
Yeah, chilling.
Where's Shadow at?
I think he's here, but I'm just not sure where he's at. Yeah, maybe he's still here, I guess.
Hey, Star, you want a face reveal on the stream?
Why? Why would I do that?
Because everyone wants to see your face.
Nah, bro.
Come on.
Oh.
All right, fine. Be a party pooper.
All right, I'm back.
Shadow! Yay, you're back.
I was speaking with my mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As we were getting right into this, and we just saw Catwoman.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, nice. Let's just continue this because this is going to be crazy.
Hugger smiles, checking her up and down.
Well, I appreciate what I'm saying.
He aims the gun at Catwoman.
Not for long.
She snaps the whip, hitting him directly in the eye. He grabs his eyes and screams in agony, tumbling back into the city street.
Mortal Kombat style.
The socialite stumbles against the wall, grateful.
Thank you. I wish I could reward you, but I'm afraid I don't.
That's okay. I'll just take the lipstick.
Catwoman signals to the purse on the ground. The socialite grabs it for herself, clearly nervous.
Oh, you wouldn't want that. Trust me, it's...
The masked feline slowly approaches the socialite and snatches the bag from her hands.
Surely there must be something else.
Catwoman opens the bag and gracefully reaches in, pulling out the lipstick holder. With her claws, she snaps it open, revealing a set of ruby earrings with a matching ring, along with a tightly bound wad of cash. The socialite nervously tugs at her earringless lobes with her ringless hand. Catwoman grins.
Just my shade.
Those are worth more than your life.
Catwoman extends her claw underneath the lady's chin.
I've had 9. How about you?
The socialite gulps as Catwoman nods.
That's what I thought. Now beat it.
The woman runs for her life, tripping and screaming. High above, 3 robed statues cast long shadows across the roof in the dawn sun. One of them moves, flipping around and exiting the scene. Down below, Catwoman examines the jewelry as her black cat, Miss Kitty, rubs up against her face and purrs.
You see, Miss Kitty? That's the trouble with men. All that poking and prodding.
As she speaks, a caped figure descends behind her, slinking into the hot steam.
And they can never find the right spot.
Catwoman flips around, but the shadowy figure isn't there. A whoosh echoes behind her. She smiles and slowly turns.
I have to say, I'm surprised it took you this long, Bat.
Her expression drops as she sees Robin standing there.
Boy.
With surprising speed, Robin cartwheels and kicks the whip out of Catwoman's hand. He slams her hand against the wall, revealing the lipstick container.
Accessories? You can do better.
I'll make an exception.
She knees Robin in the stomach. He gasps for air and collects himself.
You seem upset.
Not upset, just disappointed. But I'm sure you get that a lot.
Enraged, Robin takes on Catwoman. The two engage in fierce acrobatic martial arts like homicidal gymnasts. Robin nearly gets the edge, but Catwoman slides to her whip and uses it to lash Robin's legs. He lands on the back of his head, grimacing in pain. She flips the whip over a fire escape, hanging him upside down. She presses his face against the bricks.
Just as I thought. Young and inexperienced.
You don't know the first thing about me.
Oh, you think I can't put it together? Trust me. I know all about you. But unlike your rich old daddy Warbucks, my tolerance for orphans has its limits. So next time you want to play in the deep end, bring an adult.
She raises her hand and extends her claws. Robin winces. She flicks Robin's nose.
Ow!
Catwoman loosens the whip and Robin collapses to the ground. She flings the whip up to a chain and pulley, riding it up. She shouts down to him.
Tell him I'll be waiting. And no kids allowed.
Robin looks up, humiliated. He rubs the back of his head and shouts back.
He's busy!
We cut to Bruce Wayne in the bottom of Wayne Tech Industries. Boxes upon boxes fill a basement warehouse. Bruce stands in front of the boxes, holding a plaque that says, Gotham Humanitarian of the Year. A camera flashes with a loud poof. Elliot Knox is guiding the newspaper staff.
Poof.
All right, let's go on.
Poof.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
What?
Okay, hold on. I gotta find the sound effect. Can y'all hear that?
I think so.
I think we do.
This? Y'all can't hear that?
Or we don't hear it.
Let me share screen for a second. It won't be for long.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of poofs.
Poof!
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 The poof.
Read it, boy. Look at this boy. Here's the butt boy.
Man, hopefully that the thing that happened in the last stream doesn't happen again.
It won't.
Yeah, it definitely won't.
Yeah,
Well,
if anyone joins multiple times, we'll just have to kick all of them.
Yeah.
It's like join back. Oh, got that. Didn't catch it.
Wow.
I don't have Ultra Instinct anymore.
Yikes.
Wayne's brain inside Gotham's Humanitarian of the Year. Or maybe it's the Wayne train. What do you think?
Bruce doesn't react.
That's work in progress. Hey, what is all this stuff anyway?
Bruce hands the plaque over to Alfred and takes off his suit coat.
Odds and ends mostly.
Oh, good old Alfred. We definitely missed him.
Good old Alfred.
Alfred's the strongest. Alfred's the strongest in all.
I mean, he knocked out Superman.
Yeah.
Come on.
He could probably stand up to Goku.
I don't know about all that.
He'd probably get slammed, but
get bodied.
Yeah.
Unused tech from my father's early days.
In the background, you see the Wayne Tech crew forklifting boxes to a loading bay.
Not gonna go through any of it? If I did, Lucius would kill me.
Yep.
Lucius Fox, played younger here by Giancarlo Esposito, laughs to himself. It would take years, Mr. Knox, and I'm afraid it would all be obsolete.
Esposito!
The space will get better use as part of our new medical research wing.
That's what I said.
No. Yes, but nope.
Yeah, very noble. You sure you're not hiding some Illuminati thing or space aliens in there or something?
Alfred rolls his eyes as the news team interrupts Knox with a checklist.
Okay, good. Let's have you guys get some interviews with the staff, and I'll finish up here with Mr.
Knox turns around to see Mr. Wayne and Alfred are gone.
Guy's like a ninja.
We cut to Bruce in a darkened room, reading an old ledger. The torched machinery, cobwebs, bullet holes, and rubble indicate it was the room Freeze met his accident in.
Very quiet, Alfred. There's a certain air of reverence when one steps into a tomb. It can't stay like this forever. Your father thought otherwise. But for him, the grief was too near. It was 40 years ago, Alfred. 40 years since what?
Bruce and Alfred look at the top of the stairs. Elliot Knox has slid through the open door.
Sorry. Wanted to let you know we're wrapping up, but it seems like there might be a story down here. Yeah, not really, I'm afraid. It's the same story 40 years ago. My father's business partner was attacked while working late one night. He didn't make it.
Yeah, I remember reading about that in the archives. Grisly stuff. Ever find out who did it?
My father had a lot of enemies.
Kinda ironic for a do-gooder.
Yeah, well, cops could never figure it out, but we believed it was corporate espionage.
From who?
Bruce looks down the table, sopped with the mail he brought with him. He moves an envelope, revealing a headline. Charles Schreck steps in as new GothCorp CEO. Elliot notes the long glare.
Well, GothCorp has had it in for you from the start. I don't think the new guy likes you too much either.
Occupational hazard.
Hero's journey, huh?
I'm not a hero.
I
okay, I
hate to
can
be
go
a
with that.
I hate to be a party. I hate to be a party pooper, but I gotta go.
All right, man.
Hey, have a good one.
Thanks, man.
See you, man.
It was an honor. It was an honor. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, see ya, man. So, guys, how do you like this fanscription so far?
It's amazing.
It really is amazing. They did a fantastic job working on this. Like, I've been waiting for them to make a fanscription of what if Tim Burton directed Batman and Robin. That would have been so much better.
Oh, dude.
Like, the way they put Michael Keaton's Batman and Alfred. Yo.
Alfred, bro.
For real, though, that's actually pretty amazing, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it really is. So that's that. And Knox has returned from the first film, right? And also, he's part of the other fanscription number 3 of what if Tim Burton directed Batman Forever. That's a very good one.
Oh, dude.
Yep.
His pen, smelling a good quote.
Then who is? Tell me, who does Bruce Wayne look up to?
That's pretty schmaltzy.
Please don't say the Batman.
No. My father. Honestly, he's done more for this city than Batman ever did.
Facts.
Or will.
Bruce gets lost in a 1,000-yard stare. Knox sighs at the heaviness of it.
Oof. You know, Vale once told me there's more to you than I'll ever know. Guess that's why she's got the Pulitzer.
Knox scribbles and hesitates for a second.
Off the record. You ever talk to her?
Vicky? No.
Yeah, me neither. You know what our problem is? Our life. We don't have any. It's just work. That's our raison d'etre, right? How can anyone compete with that?
A secretary sneaks in and calls down to Bruce.
Sir, it's Dick.
Then again.
Excuse me.
Bruce abruptly leaves.
Good luck with that, Wayne!
Knox dons his fedora and laughs to himself. We're now in Bruce's rich mahogany office. Bruce enters with Sarah and Alfred. She picks up the phone and hands him the receiver, covering the mouthpiece.
He said it was an emergency. Found something while...
Emergency!
She moves to hand him the phone.
Emergency!
Back.
It's
none of my
emergency.
business,
We're not talking about Power Rangers SPD because that.
Oh man,
that would be wait. What's that? Well,
or Power Rangers Samurai, what I grew up with.
Oh yeah, Power Rangers Samurai is pretty good.
I really love it.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one. And I like the Mighty Morphin is Zero Turbo. What else? Yep, Power Rangers Space is pretty good. I mean, there's some other Power Rangers shows that I like. I mean, that it's and Power Rangers Galaxy is good too. But yes, they added more talk, and I'm like, wow, that's some character development right there.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
I'm sorry, I have the 24 karat magic stuck in my head.
Already.
Yeah.
Yo, after this, do you think tomorrow will you be available since you have like winter break and stuff?
I mean, I can see what I will do.
Yeah, but the plot of the movie, and because
oh yeah, I can do that for sure.
Oh yeah, because Ben actually nailed it. Because
I could also edit.
He always said, "I'm the man with the plan that has no plan bars." Yeah, exactly.
Bars.
Exactly.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna actually edit some of my my Fortnite thing because it would be up by the day, and I probably should edit it.
Oh yeah, I saw that post.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not gonna. You can continue the thing. I have like two screens on, so it's all good.
Oh yeah. All right.
Hey, two screen gang.
Spoil that kid.
Bruce smiles sarcastically.
You're right, Sarah. It is none of your business.
He winks and grabs the phone. She saunters off, grumbling.
Wish I could spend all day shopping.
Bruce rolls his eyes and answers the phone.
Hey, what do you got?
On the other side, we see Dick in a closed payphone booth, massaging his head with an ice pack. Gotham University campus, with all its busy students, lines the background.
A concussion and a cracked rib.
What happened?
Let's just say I ran into an old fling.
Selena.
Yo, where did she learn moves like that?
Selena's an ocean of mysteries.
Well, I think we can close the book on our crime wave. All we gotta do is bring her in.
Oh, that's not gonna work. We gotta find another way to get to her somehow.
What do you suggest? A garbage bag full of catnip?
Look.
Maybe fill your swimming pool full of milk?
I get the point. We'll talk later. Where are you? I'll send Alfred to patch you up.
I'm fine.
You need medical attention.
I said I can handle myself.
There's an awkward pause. Outside the booth, a red-headed college girl glares impatiently at him, waiting.
Oh.
She taps her watch. Dick sighs and returns to the phone.
Look, it's just a few bruises.
Dick picks up a college party flyer hanging in the phone booth. It promises plenty of booze and music.
Nothing a little hard, studying won't help.
Yeah, and what are you studying?
As the redhead continues to glare, Dick watches a group of girls pass behind her, carrying the same flyers. They smile awkwardly at him. One of them flashes a flask hiding in her blazer and winks.
Chemistry.
Right. Well, just make sure if you drink anything distilled, it's water. You're underage, and you're on call tonight.
Don't I know it?
Dick hangs up and stumbles out. The redhead shoves her way in. He glares back at her as she throws a quarter in and starts dialing. Another rude Gotham moment. Back in Wayne's office, Bruce sets the phone back on the hook and rubs his head.
So, looks like the cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag. Yep.
Cut 2, upstream Gotham River at dusk. One of those classic Burton flights over the landscape. We glide through the forested canyons until we reach a massive hydroelectric dam, adorned with Art Deco statues. It seems like we've reached our stop at the raging waterfall cascading through the spillway. But instead, we push on, following a small power line from the power plant into the woods. It joins a deserted 2-lane highway, Old Route 56. Faded signs advertise long-abandoned roadside stops, culminating in a dirty billboard which welcomes visitors to Gotham's Water Wonderland. Crumbling vacation cabins and boarded-up diners suggest otherwise. Eventually, the power line ends at an old cement bunker hidden amongst the evergreens. Outside, armed men wait near the entrance. All are strangely dressed in Arctic jackets. They turn to greet one of their own, driving up the gravel path in a small truck. He parks and steps out.
Abandoned gas station, had a phone.
Did you reach him?
Yeah.
And?
Where a go?
The men raise their crowbars and clink them together like champagne glasses. At the steel door of the bunker, 2 of the men try to shove their way in. The other goons have their rifles at the ready. The first goon gives up and hands the crowbar over to the next. He wipes a sweaty brow and sighs as the other goon takes over.
This is ridiculous. It's bad enough we gotta do this manually. But what's with the jackets? It's 100 degrees out.
And the boss has his reasons.
What possible reason?
A large clank and a rumble cuts the goon off. The steel door clanks open as a raspy wheeze of ice-cold air escapes the bunker. The goons suddenly shiver. One of them grabs a white flake floating through the threshold and inspects it.
Snow?
The men step inside. It's a veritable ice palace. What was a laboratory now resembles a frosted wedding cake. Mounds of frost covers every inch of the place, accented by icicles and tiny snowdrifts. The men push forward, flashlights illuminating old machinery encrusted in glittering ice crystals. One of the goons approaches a large air conditioning unit, spewing out snow. He flips open a panel and hits the kill switch. It sputters out.
Where's the power coming from?
The de facto leader points behind him, out beyond the walls.
The dam. See if you can get a light.
One of the goons finds a light bulb with a string attached. He pulls on the string. The whole bulb comes down and shatters on the floor. The men sigh and press on. One of them shines a light on a suit with a globe glass
unicorn?
mask.
What's up, man?
It betrays a 1950s style of futuristic design.
Some kind of suit.
It's like the day the earth stood still in here.
Literally.
A third goon shines a light on the wall, revealing a metallic rifle.
Whoa, check this out.
Holy Toledo, is that a gun?
I don't know. My old man ran guns for years. I ain't ever seen anything like this.
What is this place?
Another goon calls out.
Hey, guys!
Everyone assembles in front of an unknown device. We look down on them from the device's point of view. We can't be sure, but it's heavily implied it's a cryotube. They stare up at it in awe.
That's it.
How do we open it?
They look to the left. We jump cut to them breaking through a wall of ice, revealing an electric switch. One of the goons stands by, ready to throw it. The others stand in front of the device. There's a moment of hesitation. One of the goons stops the leader from giving the signal.
What?
Oh, we don't know what any of this stuff is.
It's our paycheck.
But
what's the matter? Cold feet?
You're not funny.
And neither are you.
He turns to the man at the switch.
Throw it.
The goon by the wall pulls the switch. The men crowd around the unknown object as it hisses menacingly. The leader holds up his rifle.
Remember, boys, be persuasive.
We close on the leader's face as the wind and frigid steam intensifies. The force of it blows his hood back. He squints his eyes, shielding himself from the sharp ice crystals. In the chaos, the crimson reflection of two red eyes meets his own.
Oh!
Gripped with fear, the goon screams in terror. The sound of gunfire erupts.
Oh! Woo!
Cut to a sudden clink of champagne glasses. The screams of
terror.
All right, man.
Because I got get food real quick. Go
It's all good. Take your time. Take your time.
Y'all can continue if you
Some
want.
people. Oh, it's all good, man. The reason I'm on my phone is because some people were trying to spam raid my server, so.
Oh, jeez.
I had to delete all the messages.
You need security on your server. You need bots or something.
I have the security bot. Here, you know what? I might make you an admin. I have to make that role, but like Yeah,
because you need to add a capture bot. I have one of those in my server. Yeah, it prevents that.
Let me just ban this person real quick. Inky. Is Inky actually?
Wait, is it getting rated right now?
No, I just stopped it. I banned them all.
When did that happen?
It was earlier. I was getting notifications on my phone. I was just like, what the hell? And then, what the heck? Sorry. It just slips out, okay? It just slips out.
We all say it, but who?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Terror fade and fold into the sounds of a fancy party. Classical music plays as toasting glasses pull back to reveal an ice sculpture of a phoenix rising from a glowing yellow table. In front of it all is Chip Shrek, the man of the hour, schmoozing with Gotham's business elite. He passes a couple of well-dressed socialites nibbling on hors d'oeuvres and pauses to wrap his arms around them.
Thank you for coming. I assume the 68 dime and the hors d'oeuvres are to your liking? Of course.
Absolutely.
Splendid.
Chip walks off as the lady continues to flatter him.
Why wouldn't they be?
Her partner mutters to her.
It's the only reason we're here.
The lady snorts, unable to control her laughter. She spits up some of the priceless champagne. She tries to dust it off her dress. A steely-eyed, raven-haired woman carrying a silver tray clears her throat. We don't know it yet, but this is Chip's secretary, Inca. The duo turn, realizing they might have been overheard. Inca extends a cocktail napkin. They nervously accept. Inca glares judgingly at them and moves on. At the edge of the room, an elevator.
This is the face of when you went to an awkward conversation. You'd be like, "Yep, that's that's a face right there." I mean, yeah.
Hey, ENS, you really need to show people in your next tutorial how to do face cam and the zooms in and out.
Definitely perfect for your next one, man.
Oh, for the editing? Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Oh yeah. It'll be like two quick, easy ones, or I might just, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll figure something out.
Yeah. You always
Or
do.
jump-
You always do.
Yeah, we already do.
The door opens, revealing Bruce Wayne. Inca strides up to Chip and whispers in his ear. Chip turns to see Bruce. He waves, making a spectacle of it.
Bruce, I knew you couldn't turn down my invitation.
Chip moves in closer, face
I'm
to
sorry
face.
for the pause, but
Where's your +1?
Mm-hmm.
do you always like as a glitch get like low disk space like notification from DaVinci Resolve when you don't have any?
No, I don't get a glitch, but sometimes, but not really.
Well, because it just happened to me today. I was just like, what the frick? I don't have any low disk space. I just emptied out
Oh.
my
The render files.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm glad I stopped the raid from happening. Also, shout out to
Yeah.
my friends for telling me about it, or else I would have forgot.
He always got your back, man.
Yep. I'm actually glad they got my back because if I'm gonna be honest, they probably would have raided all day.
Yeah.
No wants that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
No lucky lady? Not even your ward? He's in college. Applying himself, I'm sure. Well,
We cut to a loud college party.
Oh,
Dick
no.
Grayson stands on a table, gulping down the
Uh-oh.
contents of a red solo cup.
You getting drunk
Crowd
tonight?
cheers him
Yeah, I'm just
on. He
kidding.
tosses the
He
cup
did it.
and does a fork
He
off
drunk
the
tonight.
table.
R.I.P.
The
that.
crowd cheers again.
No.
R.I.P. that. Hey, I
R.I.P.
get it.
Back to
No.
Chip and Bruce.
his loss, but not yours, I take it. So what do you say? Do we have a deal? Not yet. Then you've considered it. Yeah. And? No.
Raised eyebrows and sneakers follow the socialites closest to them.
Yeah, I'm just
Chip tries to save face.
watching the transcription
But
going on live.
can I be brief? How brief? Goodbye.
The transcription
That's
of this.
Bruce gives him a pat on the arm.
Try not to have a chip on your shoulder.
Bruce flips around to leave, but
Yeah.
runs into Inca. She purposely spills champagne on him, feigning ignorance. She offers to clean him up, but Bruce refuses. Chip forcefully grabs Bruce by the arm and hurries him away, dabbing at the stain with his own handkerchief.
Nonsense. Let's go to my office and we can get you cleaned up.
We cut back to the college party. Dick is carrying 2 red solo cups of punch through the crowd. After a near miss with a drunk frat boy, he tumbles into the phone booth girl from earlier.
Oh!
Grayson
Uh-oh.
stands embarrassed. He tries to apologize, but she runs off, distraught. One of his college buddies slides up next to him as the music blasts even louder.
Oh, you're busting now. You know who that is? Who?
The friend shouts in Grayson's ear, but the dance music drowns it out.
Who?
His friend ignores him and joins the dance. Grayson walks away. We cut to him at the door. He opens it. He takes one last look at the party. Then he sighs and leaves.
Yep.
A jump cut leads us to the interior of a dark office. Chip's. Super tall doors swing open, revealing an inverted version of Bruce's office. Where there was wood, there's stone. Plain floors, stripes. Gaudy Art Deco ornamentations and rich treasures on display tell us this is a man who likes showing off. Bruce and Chip enter as Inca shuts the door, leaving them alone. Chip tosses Bruce a towel.
I apologize for my secretary. We Shreks have a genetic disposition toward klutzes. Didn't seem that accidental to me. Now, Bruce, whatever problems you might have, take it out on me, not poor Inca. You're right. I'd hate to see a good girl like that get tossed out the window.
Chip bites his tongue, not sure what Bruce truly knows.
What is this really about?
Bruce stares at an old painting of Ferris Boyle lying next to the fireplace. Up above the mantel, a ridiculously imposing picture of Max Shrek glares down at them.
You didn't waste any time moving in?
Chip turns his back on Bruce to pour a drink. Whiskey. As he does, Bruce examines Chip's briefcase on a leather chair. He quietly unlocks it as Chip talks and slips a tracking device into the sleeve.
Ferris Boyle's death was tragic, but life goes on. GothCorp needed a new CEO, so after eons of negotiations, I stepped in.
Wayne closes the briefcase quietly.
And now you want to buy out Wayne Tech.
Chip turns around with 2 drinks in his hand.
My offer was 1,000 times beyond generous.
Chip offers Bruce one of the drinks. Bruce takes it.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
Without missing a beat, he casually sets the drink down on top of a bust of Chip's head.
Because you don't have a generous bone in your body.
Bruce points accusingly at the painting of Max.
If you did, he would have had it surgically removed before you hit puberty. Don't you dare bring my father into this. Yeah, why not? Let's just lay it all on the table. I nixed your dad's power plant idea, and you were left with nothing. See, that's where you're wrong, mister. You want to know what my dad left me? What you left me? Self-reliance. For the first time, I had to learn to stand on my own 2 feet. And here I am, after years in the wilderness. I should thank you. Send me a fruit basket. Oh, I'll do more than that.
Chip walks over to a fancy cabinet and pulls out a book wrapped in cloth. He unwraps it and tosses it to Bruce.
A little souvenir from our mutual friend, Boyle.
Chip flops down in his office chair and puts his feet on the table. He picks up a letter opener and plays with it as Bruce inspects the book. On the cover, it says Wayne Tech, Thomas Wayne. Inside are handwritten notes.
A ledger of your father's. Not sure how Boyle got a hold of it, but I can guess. Turns out GothCorp had quite the interest in the inner workings of Wayne Tech. You can keep it. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Bruce looks suspiciously at Chip.
Oh, don't worry. He had plenty on my dad, too. Must have been a big book. Cute. Point being, now you know. And so do you. What can I say? I'm an avid reader. What's your angle, Chip? Please. It's Charles now. It's blackmail. Now what do you want? Just a
can you
little
pause real
something
quick?
more than...
Oh yeah, sure.
Just a spoiler alert for this is amazing, but just a spoiler alert for my video. You might see Hulk and Mr. Beast, Doomslayer, and maybe more if you watch the video.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
But Mr. Beast and
these-
Hulk aren't
Yeah.
they aren't in the battle pass. But this is amazing. I love this.
Oh yeah. You see the way that Chip Shrek looked glaringly at Bruce? Like, I'm like, that's
Yeah,
Max
man.
Shrek's son from Batman Returns. Bruh, Chip Shrek
Really,
should have
for real,
been
dude.
the villain. Yeah, like, this is top tier. Top tier description right here. Like, man,
Yes, sir.
it's already getting good already.
Bruce considers it for a moment and closes the book.
All right.
He walks over to Chip, leans over, and whispers in Chip's ear.
Sayonara, Chuck.
We quick cut to a high angle shot of Bruce being led into his Rolls Royce by Alfred. In a reverse angle, we see Chip staring through his office window. Down below, Bruce's door slams. We join him inside the vehicle, where he collapses into the back seat and loosens his tie.
To the manor, sir. Nah, the office.
He holds up the book.
I've got some studying to do.
Back in Chip's office, we see him, scotch in hand, staring at the portrait of his father. Max Shrek's gaze seems piercing. Chip sweats and loosens his tie, unable to look his father in the eye. The door knocks. Inca enters.
Sir,
What?
you're ignoring your guests.
Chip waves her off.
Bah, vultures. They're just looking to bask in my humiliation.
There's a call for you, sir.
Tell them I'm busy.
It's the expedition.
Chip perks up. He slams his scotch on the mantle and rushes to the desk.
Put them through.
She closes the door. Chip picks up the phone.
I hope you have good news. Wait, what? Slow down. Slow down. I can't hear anything.
We cut to a phone booth outside an abandoned gas station. The lead goon, covered in blood and sweat, is screaming into the phone, constantly checking his six.
They're dead! They're all dead!
Who's dead?
Son of a bitch! You didn't tell me what we were getting ourselves into. What? Those eyes, those red eyes, and those hands. All he had to do was touch us.
You're exaggerating.
Exaggerating? Does this look like I'm exaggerating to you?
The goon lifts up his hand, inspecting it. It's charred, black and blue. In the moment, the goon realizes Chip can't see. He huffs and barks back into the phone. We cut back to Chip.
Look, I gotta get out of here. Oh God, no!
Hello?
A loud crunch crackles through the phone.
Hello?
The line goes dead. We see a phone booth splattered with blood. The receiver dangles off the hook. Outside, the goon's truck pulls away. Chip listens on the line to the sound of a truck peeling out. He calmly hangs up the phone and buzzes Inca.
Inca.
Sir?
That expedition theme. Cancel the checks.
Yes, sir.
Chip releases the call button and leans back in his chair.
Time for Plan B.
We move on to Bruce Wayne's downtown office. Bruce sleeps in the chair at his desk, his glasses and father's ledger in his hands. The curtains are drawn. It's quiet. Only the ticking of a large grandfather clock at the back cuts through the silence. According to the clock hands, it's well into the 1 o'clock hour. Outside, the bat signal flips on. On the ledges of Wayne Tech Tower, we see a security camera activate. It turns towards the massive office window and flips on an infrared laser. The laser hits a sensor. Inside, a trigger slowly opens the curtains. The grandfather clock starts spinning its hands wildly. The whirring gives way to ear-shattering chimes. The noise stirs Bruce. He spins his head towards the clock. The clock sits at just the right angle to capture the reflection of the bat signal, illuminating the whole clock face. Bruce turns towards the window and stands up. Meanwhile, Dick Grayson's watch buzzes in his dorm room. He opens his eyes to see the bat signal looming out the window. He springs into action.
What's going on? What happened?
Oh, I was just saying because of the reaction, my reaction to it. Sorry.
Oh, this? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. It's like, uh-oh.
Inside Wayne's office,
is going
Bruce
on?
holds a radio watch to his hand.
Alfred.
Inside the bat cave, Alfred stands at the bat computer, pressing some buttons.
I saw the signal, sir. Sending the suit now.
He hits a button. The sealed vault containing the bat suit.
Oh, we got the suit! Woo-wee! Man.
Sends through a pneumatic tube. We follow the whooshing sounds of the suit making its way down a pipe that cuts through Gotham's underground. Meanwhile, we see Dick Grayson running through an abandoned tunnel. He comes across an old-looking motorcycle. While sprinting, he holds a microphone to his mouth and says,
"Activate."
The rusty cycle springs to life, flipping over panels and extending wings and weaponry, similar to how the Batmobile shields work. Dick comes up to the trunk and smacks the bike in 3 specific locations. The loud thunk, the trunk opens up, and Robin pulls out his suit, holding it up in silhouette. Inside Wayne's office, a loud thud reverberates behind the grandfather clock. Bruce reaches inside the clock and yanks the swinging pendulum. The whole clock swings open as a false door, revealing the vault behind it and the suit. It gushes steam as it slides open. The steam envelops the camera, and a hidden cut reveals Batman, fully suited. In a small alleyway below, a pile of garbage begins to rumble. A drunken homeless man stares at it in disbelief. Out of the garbage speeds the Batmobile. As it rounds the corner, the homeless man stares at his bottle of whiskey. He pours it out and chucks it against the wall. Inside the Batmobile, Bruce checks his computer readout. The screen displays some text. Robin. Trouble? Batman punches a few buttons. His reply displays on screen. Batman. We'll see. Atop the Gotham City Police Department, a shadowy figure waits. Behind him, Batman emerges. He steps forward, addressing the man.
Commissioner.
The figure turns, revealing an African-American man instead, played here by Lawrence Fishburne. Not exactly. At least, not yet. Batman pauses, stunned. The man breaks the silence. I'm Chief Akins.
I know who you are.
Then you know what I think of you. If I had my way, I'd take an axe to this thing. Akins beats his fist atop the bat signal. It flickers. Fortunately, that may be sooner than later. Akins flips off the bat signal with a loud click. Batman squints his eyes, waiting for him to get to the point. Gordon is retiring. He hasn't gone public yet, but I figured you should know.
Dang.
Call it a professional courtesy. Of course, until that day comes, I suppose it's still business as usual. Batman smiles, sarcasm dripping from his lips.
You need me.
No, he needs you. The boys in Homicide stumbled upon something you should see. Lakeside, off old Route 56. Batman heads for the ledge. Chief Akins shouts, "Hey!" Batman
Bless
turns.
you.
"Don't get used to this."
Thank you, Ben.
Batman huffs to himself.
Likewise.
Batman leaps over the ledge. Chief Akins puts his hand on the signal and angrily pulls the plug. On old Route 56, the Batmobile races through the woods. Inside, Batman scans his radar. A blip indicates Robin waiting up ahead. On an old stone highway bridge, Robin stands on his cycle. The Batmobile flies through the underpass beneath him. Robin swings around and gives chase. After joining up, the two ride into the night as the music swells. Woods give way to an abandoned lakeside resort. Robin chimes in.
Well, isn't this a cheery place? You'd be surprised. New freeway siphoned off all the business. But before that, the young Bruce Wayne used to spend his family vacations up here. Looks like it's seen better days. So was he.
The Batmobile and Robin cycle pull onto a deserted gravel road. The duo exit their vehicles. Robin takes his helmet off. Batman gets a good look at his bloodshot eyes.
Studying, huh?
I can assure you I'm sober.
I know. The bike wouldn't start otherwise.
Batman walks toward a line of cop cars and yellow police tape as Robin follows.
What? Hey, anything else you want to tell me about that bike?
Not yet.
They pass Gordon's trusted beat cop, Robert. He eyes them and shifts his gaze to a small bunker, nodding. Inside the bunker, the ice has melted, leaving quite the mystery. Gordon kneels over a white sheet as water drips all around him.
Do you like the narration voice of this dude that is talking right now?
Heck yeah, I love it.
Yeah. His name is Malcolm.
I love it, bro.
Yeah, Malcolm did a fantastic job narrating this. Because
He really did.
Oh, yeah. I watched this transcription like so many times because every time I watched this, it just gave me some new ideas for other stuff.
Yeah.
It actually does.
Give me an idea right now.
Oh, really?
For Shadow Speedster Season 2, we might see Batman help me fight Zeus. What?
The Dark
And
Knight.
what Batman is it? Batman from Earth 52. The same one that's with Nightwing. And remember how I said Nightwing's Batman died in Earth 52? Because Zeus, because he sacrificed himself to stop all of all of the fake gods.
The false gods? Yeah.
Yeah. Zeus, Hercules, and those were the two people, Zeus and Hercules.
Ah, okay.
So that's why I would be kind of busy. And also I helped them take it down with the Leviathan axe.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm actually excited for that part. I can't wait for Shadow Speedster. There's like a lot.
I just can't wait to put you as a cameo in the plot of my movie. It's going to be really amazing.
I'll make sure to edit it real good as best as I can, for sure. But got the season 4 jacket. I have the emblem. I can do it. So your movie is actually 23 minutes.
So far, yeah. I'm moving on to another separate project, #2 of Ferrero Legend Rises. Because I created a movie project itself, but I created another separate project, #1 of Ferrero Legend Rises. But then I'm moving on to #2 of Ferrero Legend Rises. I'm doing it like how Roman did it before in his Elf on the Shelf series, Elf on the Shelf 5. So I'm kind of doing the same thing that he's doing, like separating the projects and just combining them into one. And just grab the footage, combine them with that name, and import all of it into the final project, into the final cut. So
yeah, man,
That's exactly what I did.
He takes off his fedora and wipes his brow with a handkerchief.
Ah, it's Jim Gordon from the Tim Bunny universe.
Jim Gordon.
Yeah, that's just Commissioner Gordon, right? Why am I stirring? Because it's the Tim Burton version of Commissioner Gordon. I'm so glad that he's.
Commissioner Gordon.
Enjoying the night air.
Gordon flips around, startled. Batman and Robin stand in the shadows.
I would if it weren't for this heat. And yet...
Gordon gestures to the white sheet and pulls it up. Robin kneels down next to the body, face in disgust.
Jesus.
Batman interjects.
Frostbite. Looks like you and Homicide agree. And that's the problem.
How do you get frostbite in the middle of summer?
You tell me.
The Butcher Gang?
It seems like their MO. They normally freeze their victims post-mortem. This was done before.
Batman surveys the scene. Broken door, crowbars. He pauses at the silent cooling unit.
They broke in. Shut off the freezer. Somebody stop them.
What were they looking for?
Who owns this property?
Gordon thumbs through some paperwork.
According to this, the Wayne family.
Wayne?
Yep. Everything along this gravel road for the past 50 years.
Batman rubs some muck off the machines, revealing an old logo. Wayne Tech Industries. We cut to a phone booth down the road. It's splattered in blood. Robin looks at a body on a gurney.
Same markings as the other guys.
Batman kneels, examining truck tracks. Robin watches with trepidation.
Oh, please tell me this thing's not out there.
All my years on the force, and I've never seen anything like this.
From what I hear, you won't have to worry about that soon.
I take it Chief Aikens told you.
There are many good men left in Gotham, Commissioner.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and there's a reason. I can only tempt fate for so long. Now that my wife's passed on, my granddaughter's all I've got left. She's in college now and expects me to make it to her graduation.
You will.
I hope so. In this line of work, I've seen what losing a family can do.
We cut to an old log cabin near the crime scene. Batman and Robin stand on the deck like unwanted pests. Batman wipes some dirt off a window pane and shines a light through the window.
I can't blame Gordon.
Neither can I. Look.
Robin stares through the window and spots a picture of a father and son holding up a fish. The boy looks suspiciously like Bruce.
Whoa. Is that?
This was Thomas Wayne's fishing cabin.
But that means it's within earshot of... Hey, did Thomas ever mention that bunker?
Batman stares at Robin, implying no. He leaves with a whirl of his cape. Robin catches up. Batman and Robin walk down the gravel path.
So that's it?
There's nothing more we can do here.
Out of nowhere, Elliot Knox slips past some police tape. Robin rolls his eyes at the sight.
Well, looks
Yeah,
like
just
we
got
got
some
ourselves
food.
a
I got
monster
a
man.
feast.
Nice.
So, as the city's resident freak on retainer, who or what do you think did this?
Batman and Robin ignore him as he presses on.
No comment? Come on, we're all on the same side here. Hey, how about a picture at least?
Knox holds up his camera. A grappling hook clamps onto it.
Holy God!
Batman pulls the grappling cord, ripping the camera from Knox's neck. He drops to the ground at Batman's feet in pieces.
Hey!
As Batman rams into Knox's shoulder, Robin tries to apologize.
It's been a long day.
We cut to a small meatpacking factory on the Gotham docks. A sign reads, "Final Cut Processing. Meats delivered and sold." In the parking lot, we see the stolen truck from earlier pull up and squeak to a halt. Inside, we pass through numerous locked doors before entering a refrigerator room. Butchered cow and pig carcasses hang from hooks. On a wall, red graffiti reads, "The Butchers." A gang of men, dressed in white butcher coats, huddle around a giant butcher block table, counting money. Their boss, smoking a cigar, sits front and center.
Well, the fact is, me and my dad sometimes do it on the weekends, but we don't do it that often, so that's good news for that. That's good news for that. Hey, I know. Hey, guys. I know a lot of people are shocked. They're probably going to rewatch the stream. Calm down.
Calm down, bro. Take a chill pill.
Yeah, calm down, bro. Take a chill pill. Yeah, thank goodness me and my dad don't do it on the weekends. We do it on the barbecue night sometimes, and we always listen to like 50s music. So I always have a great time with my dad and my brother-in-law. So that's pretty good news. So I always have a great, I always had a great night with that.
A noise interrupts their chatting. We close up on a pair of metal boots stepping into the room.
Oh shoot!
The men look incredulous. We hear a voice, deep and raspy, crackling through a portable speaker.
It appears hell is empty, for all the devils are here.
The gang all exchange glances. The boss speaks up.
Who the hell are you?
I'm looking for a few good men.
The gang laughs. The leader chimes in.
Oh, sure. What do you need?
He signals to a goon, who presses a button. A series of frozen human bodies, all dressed as gangsters, roll in on hooks.
Oh my.
The boss grabs each one before shoving them down the line.
This guy owed us 10G, got an informant here, drug dealer from Cordo Maltese, and this one didn't make an appointment.
I'm looking for some muscle.
The boss grins. He nods to a giant mountain of a man with more tattoos than body hairs.
Dang!
The strong man steps up to the shadow at the end of the room, along with two other men. Cut to outside. The wall breaks.
Dang!
The strong man and his comrades fly through the brick and wood and hit the pavement, their necks and faces frozen in fear.
Oh my.
Inside, the boss's cigar drops out of his mouth. The men stand idly by in shock. The boss recollects himself and shrugs. He smiles reluctantly.
Of course, our appointment policy is subject to change.
Do you see how Victor lifted up the tattooed muscle man through the brick wall?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, I saw that, bro.
Bro.
Dang.
He was frozen in fear, and I'm like, oh, shoot. Yo, that is nuts. Yeah, there's not a lot of comment.
Amazing.
It is amazing. Like, sheesh. That's a lot, bro.
Inside the Batcave, Dick Grayson crosses a bridge and addresses Bruce, now out of his suit. His shouts echo through the cave as he holds out the Robin cycle starter.
You know, I used to think this thing was so cool.
Aw, man.
I found out it's just a giant breathalyzer.
I have to edit the,
You don't trust me.
We had to edit something?
I have to edit. I have to, I think I might have failed an edit. The edit might have not loaded in. I might have to replace the clip again. I hate when I have to do that. Because
there's always a way to
it's saying
relink
media
files.
fail.
There's a, you see the link on the top. Yeah, so you relink your files onto, and if you select the downloads folder, then it should definitely, or other document stuff, then yeah, you should definitely do that.
Oh, I just had to go to back up.
Oh yeah.
I guess that happens when something bad goes wrong, and then you just close it and then open it.
Yeah. But it's all right.
Bruce stares at him and gestures to the Batcave.
Look where you're standing. You know what I mean. And now there's some thing out there that...
It's not a thing. Computer analysis confirms it. These wounds, they're human. Handprints. Judging by the size, probably male.
Robin stares at the reconstructed handprints on the Bat computer, shocked.
That's impossible. Instant frostbite? Those hands would have to be -70 below zero. Minimum.
Bruce turns to Grayson, impressed. Grayson sarcastically replies,
I study.
Bruce returns to the computer.
All right.
There has to be a logical explanation.
What about your father?
What about him?
You don't find any of
I'm done
this
editing.
suspicious?
Nice.
He can keep secrets.
Says his son, the man with a secret
Oh, no, I'll be
identity.
right back. My mom's calling me.
Different.
Oh,
All right. All right. Man, we've been here for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's crazy. I'm so glad I get to go live on this Sunday, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm so glad I get to go live, and yeah, pretty cool, eh? Yeah.
I guess it skips a generation.
Why are you so hung up on my father?
Why are you not? Oh, wait.
Oh man,
Look who I'm
I
talking
also
to.
don't want to be a
looks around
party
in his
pooper,
chair.
but I really gotta go.
All right, man.
You can continue the series without me. I will just rewatch the stream for sure.
All right, not a problem, Shadow. It was an honor having you on. Hopefully, I'll be able to get those clips from you for the plot of my movie pretty soon, and yeah, it's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
sick.
don't forget about the beat we was about to make.
Nice.
Oh yeah, for the song. I had to write the rest of the rap lyrics, and then I'll send you what I need.
All right.
Sound cool?
Yeah.
All right, man. See you guys. Have a good
All
one.
right. See you, Shadow.
God bless. Good night.
God bless. All right. I guess we're gonna have to finish this, and then we're gonna wrap it up here.
Addressing Grayson directly.
Look, if you have something to say, just say it.
Ignoring evidence, protecting your own. Gotham City's rubbing off on you, man.
Robin leaves. Alfred, waiting in the shadows, takes the moment to sit across from Bruce.
Alfred, you knew my father better than anybody. You don't think.
Your father was one of the most trusting people I knew, but he always kept his work life separate from his family. It's a trait I always worried you'd inherit. Then again, maybe it would have been easier on me if you did.
Alfred smiles. Bruce loses himself in thought.
Every piece of Wayne tech in that bunker was 40 years old. Get a hold of Lucius. Tell him to recall those trucks. I want to see what's in our old junk.
We cut to a small highway outside Gotham. A long convoy of trucks stand idle, backing up into a small bridge. A lead car sits parked out front, its flashing yellow lights illuminating a man with a hard hat and a walkie-talkie. He speaks into the receiver.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me.
The man stows the walkie-talkie and signals the first truck with a whirling finger.
Turn it around!
The truck driver signals to his ear that he can't hear. The supervisor replies.
I said, turn it around!
Suddenly, a bazooka rocket hits the lead car. It explodes. The supervisor ducks for cover. An unmarked semi-truck plows through the fire and swings around, drifting horizontally across the street, blocking any escape. A side door opens, and a small army of suited thugs step out with Tommy guns and open fire. After the volley of bullets, we follow two of the goons as they move up the bridge and in between the body-riddled convoy. Methodically, they check each truck container, shouting, "Clear," when done. Finally, they fling open a rear truck door and find what they're looking for. One of the goons whistles and waves to the sky. Out of the night sky, a large black transport helicopter swoops in over the bridge. The goons work like a pit crew, detaching the container and wrapping large straps around it. Two chain link hooks descend from the chopper. The men attach them to the container and scurry like rats. The chopper lifts off, spiriting the container away like a witch in the night. A loud telephone ring shatters the silence of Bruce Wayne's bedroom. He rolls over in bed and picks up the receiver.
Hello?
The barely audible voice of Lucius can be heard on the other end.
What?
We see the wrecked convoy burning in the morning sun. Police cars and ambulances surround the scene. In close-up, we see Bruce shaking the hand of Police Chief Akins, as Commissioner Gordon and Lucius Fox stand by. "We'll do everything we can." Bruce thanks him and leaves with Gordon and Lucius. The three make their way between the bullet-riddled trucks as cleanup crews scurry about. Gordon shakes his head.
I'm getting deja vu all over again. Yeah, you and me both. We'll scour the black markets, but if this is some sort of corporate espionage, and I haven't seen anything like this since your father ran the company. I was a toddler. I was a deputy. Imagine that.
Gordon leaves Bruce and Lucius to chat. Bruce surveys the carnage.
Over a dozen men dead, one missing container, and no explanation.
Spooky stuff.
Contact Sarah. Make sure their families are taken care of.
We only vet subcontractors that insure their own. They'll already be getting plenty of...
And they'll get more. Oh, and what do you know about thermal technology?
What do you want me to know about thermal technology? Bruce reaches into his pocket and dumps a pile of crumpled up papers and napkins in Lucius's hands. Each one is scribbled with drawings and various notes.
I got some ideas, future projects, Arctic science, communing with polar bears or something. Make it priority one.
Bruce turns in a rush. Lucius stops him. Hey, where are you going? Bruce lets loose a scheming smile.
Fishing for clues.
Inside an ornate, gothic indoor swimming pool, Chip Shrek casually swims laps. He pauses by the poolside next to a phone, towel, newspaper, and champagne. As he dries his head in the pool, a figure appears from seemingly out of nowhere. It's Batman.
Enjoying your bloodbath? I was, until the vermin snuck in. I should fire the pool cleaner.
Batman tosses the newspaper into the water. It floats in front of Chip's face. The headline reads, "Brazen overnight attack on Wayne Tech leaves over a dozen dead."
Then where would you do your dumpster diving? What is this? Bruce Wayne can't take out his own trash and I get blamed for it? I had a little chat with him. He says there's only one person that ruthless. Bruce said that. At least I still command his fear, if not respect. You don't know what fear is. And you do? Go jump off a roof. You first.
The bat envelops the screen with a loud whoosh as he lunges for Chip. We cut to Gotham University. A crowd of fencing students sit on the floor of a gym and listen intently. As the instructor prattles on, we close in on Dick Grayson. He's obviously asleep, barely concealing a snore.
So when sizing up your opponent, never forget, it's not just about speed and skill, but also intellect. Let's begin.
The instructor points to an unseen female student in the corner.
You and you.
He points to Grayson. No response.
Grayson? Grayson!
A fellow student elbows Grayson. He stumbles to life and snorts. The class snickers as the teacher interrupts.
Nap time's over. You're up.
Dick staggers up to the fencing floor as the female student awaits, geared up and ready to go. As he examines his mesh helmet, Grayson slides up next to his opponent and quietly addresses her.
Look, just between the two of us, I had a long night, so if you could just go easy on me.
The fencing partner takes off her helmet, revealing the upset redhead from the night before.
Good to know.
She winks and flashes an evil grin. Grayson sighs and puts his helmet on, expecting punishment. We cut to a mysterious interior. Hot, steamy, fan blades slowly churning. Batman rips a blindfold off Chip, still only in his swimsuit. His eyes adjust as Batman grabs him by the throat. The Dark Knight dangles him over a large open vent. Chip struggles to get a grip on Batman's arms, his legs flailing wildly.
What the? Where are we?
Chip tries to look down into the vent, but Batman pulls him in tighter with both hands.
What is that? Garbage chute. Now talk. You think you can just push me around?
Batman loosens his grip. Chip lets out a small shriek.
Ah! You think you're so tough? What with your big suit and your fancy armor? Why don't I even have the shirt on my back? Why is that? Afraid to fight me like a man? Afraid I'll find out that deep down, underneath all that, you're just a scared little loser. Last chance. Or what? You're gonna kill me? You've got nothing on me and you know it. So go ahead, take the risk, drop me. But ask yourself this, is it justice or murder?
Batman hesitates.
I knew it. You can't do it. When push comes to shove, you're just a pathetic little loser.
Without hesitation, Batman lets him drop. Chip shrieks in terror. We follow him out of the vent and through the ceiling, where he plummets 40 feet into his own pool. Chip swims to the surface and looks up at the pool's giant vaulted ceiling. Up high shines a tiny ventilation hole. The silhouette of a dark cow stares down at him and vanishes. Chip glares back, seething with rage. Up above, we see Batman slowly turn, his face filled with rage. In the distance, Chip shouts,
"Security!"
Batman slowly marches out. Above his head, A shadow slowly moves behind the blades of a large ventilation fan. Inside the vent, we see the unmistakable shadow of Catwoman, watching silently as Batman leaves. The interior lighting flips to red as an alarm sounds and angry shouts grow. As the sounds of chaos intensify, we hear Catwoman's voice.
Damn.
We cut to Grayson and the redhead fencing as the class looks on. They trade hits, evenly matched. The sparring grows in intensity as they trade barbs.
Look, I get that you're angry. I'm sorry! It was just a sweater!
Not all of us are made of money!
What's that supposed to mean?
Figure it out, Rolex!
Dick eyes the fancy watch on his left wrist and nearly pays for it with a hit.
I wasn't born rich!
You sure seem to enjoy it!
You don't even know me!
I know your type!
She sticks him with the blade.
Touché!
On a rooftop overlooking the Gothcorp building, we see Batman pull out a pair of electronic binoculars. Through a window, we see Chip wrapped in a bathrobe, barking out orders to security personnel. Batman smiles smugly to himself. There's a snap behind him. He turns. Suddenly, a glossy black leather boot gets him right in the face. He stumbles back in shock. It's Catwoman.
That's for picking on a man your exact same size.
She kicks Batman in the side.
That's for your sidekick.
She whips out her claws.
And this one's for me.
Batman uses his arms to fling her hands to the side and then immediately headbutts her. She flies back into an iron chimney, hitting the back of her head with a loud clang. She grabs the base of her skull in pain and flings a smoke bomb. Batman coughs. The smoke dissipates. She's gone. Back in the fencing room, the battle is reaching a fever pitch. Despite the fencing armor, the two act like they're in a fight for their lives. Lunges give way to acrobatic flips. The instructor moves to intercede, but they won't quit. It spills into the audience of students. The instructor shouts.
I said enough!
The two of them stop, in shock. The class stares at them. Embarrassment sinks in. They remove their helmets and awkwardly turn away from each other, making sure to avoid eye contact with everybody.
No points awarded. Class dismissed.
The class files out. The girl and Grayson try to blend in and join them, but the instructor points to them and beckons with his finger.
Except you two. Get over here.
We cut back to the rooftop, where Batman wanders aimlessly, searching for Selina. He sees a trail of blood on the ground. A voice echoes from the shadow.
Not now. I have a headache.
He follows the trail until it stops. A drop of blood lands at his feet. He looks up. Catwoman straddles a beam below a water tower like a cat on a limb, her whip dangling like a tail. Blood drips from a wound on her head. She dips her finger in the blood and examines it.
Some men are all talk, but you still don't disappoint.
Selina. She leans backwards off the iron beam, dangling upside down by her legs. We see the two in profile, mirror images flipped vertically. She grins like a cat who swallowed the canary.
Not tonight.
What do you want?
What I can't have.
She pulls Batman's head in tight with her left hand and kisses him passionately. She balances herself by gripping his other hand with her right. Their fingers intertwine. Catwoman's fingers stiffen up and stretch out. The claws seem extended. She ends the kiss.
Distractions.
Her claws dig deep into the top of Batman's glove. It punctures the leather. She swipes back, leaving 4 large scratches on the top of Batman's hand. He throws her off. She lands on all 4, smiling. Batman stumbles, dizzy. She stands.
Looks like someone has cat scratch fever.
He collapses on his back. She straddles him, holding out one of her claws for his eyes to examine.
Paralytic tranquilizer. This one's meant for horses.
Batman coughs. She slides her tongue perilously close to her claws and smiles.
You have no idea how hard it was to resist licking my paws.
He tries to mutter something, but she hushes his lips with her finger.
Shh. You're so vain, you probably think this is all about you. Well, I had plans. Expensive plans. And now they've all gone bats. Guess I'll have to make another withdrawal. Don't wait up.
She grabs the batsuit's ears and smacks his head against the pavement. He passes out.
Ooh.
Inside the fencing instructor's office, Grayson and the girl sit uncomfortably close to each other on a small bench. They wince as the instructor finishes his long rant.
You jeopardized the safety of your fellow students and
The instructor pauses, trying to remember his train of thought. The girl speaks up.
Our form was off.
You know, backflips should be allowed.
The girl silently nods her head in agreement.
Quiet!
The two button up and awkwardly look away. The instructor rubs his eyes.
Now, I don't know what the deal is. Do you two know each other?
No.
Maybe.
What?
Sort of.
Not really.
It's kind of,
We don't know what.
Well, you two had better figure it out. Because I don't care what friends you have in high places. I will go to the dean. You understand me?
They nod. The instructor leaves the room, slamming the door. The two share an awkward pause. Dick mumbles out loud.
You've got some moves.
She sighs and mumbles back.
You too?
Gymnastics?
12 years. And judo, boxing, karate, little kung fu. You?
Circus.
She nods, then stares awkwardly at him as the answer sinks in. Dick extends his hand.
I'm Dick.
She smirks, half embarrassed for him.
I'm sorry.
He rolls his eyes.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it all.
She sighs and shakes his hand.
Barbara.
You go by Babs?
No.
He gets up and turns to her.
How about coffee?
Instead of Babs?
No, I mean, do you want coffee?
This late?
I'm a night owl.
Well, I am too, but...
Then what's stopping you?
Barbara laughs to herself. She searches for an excuse.
I don't know. I hate you?
But do you hate coffee?
She looks away and shakes her head, then smiles back at him and shrugs.
I don't know why the hell I'm doing this, but... all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you make the storyline even better. This is exactly how, bro. I think we're gonna have to go all the way there. We still got 30 minutes left to go. Like, bro.
I watched a
This-
2-hour-long video.
No. This fanscription is fire. Absolutely fire. The
Still
way.
has some beef.
Oh, yeah. That is really dope. So, that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make the storyline and make some new ideas for your future films.
Continue.
Elsewhere on a rooftop, Batman slowly wakes up to the sound of purring. A cat licks his face. On his chest is a bowl of milk surrounded by small cats. He rolls over and stands up, assuming a battle stance. The bowl shatters and the den of cats scatter with loud growling hisses. He looks down. A note on his chest reads, "Free lunch." He rips it off and crumples it up, throwing it to the ground. With a groan, he dusts cat hair off his cape and walks away. Inside a Gotham diner, Dick Grayson and Barbara laugh before returning to their coffee.
So let me get this straight. He offered you a fleet of Ferraris?
A Ferrar fleet, he called it.
One for every day of the week?
Yep.
Just so you would commute to college from home.
Grayson nods.
And you said no?
Hey, I thought you had this whole hate the rich thing going.
Doesn't mean I wouldn't like a Ferrari or 7.
I can't be that person. Bruce means well, but...
Dick's watch buzzes, flashing red. He examines it and sighs, weighing his options.
Speak of the devil?
Dick stares out the window and bites his lip. Barbara breaks the ice.
Look, if you need to go...
No, it's... You see, this is what I mean. He's overprotective.
We cut to Batman on the rooftop staring out at the Gotham night sky. Back at the diner, Dick continues.
He's always vigilant.
Batman kneels along the edge of the roof and dips his finger in a trickle of blood, presumably Catwoman's. He activates a set of red glowing goggles. Back to Dick.
You can't escape him.
Back to Batman. From his POV, we see a highlighted blood trail in the alleyway below. He follows it up to the horizon. A large glowing sign in the distance reads, Jewelers Row. Back to Dick.
It's like...
He casts the shadow?
In an alleyway below the roof, we see a long shadow in the shape of a bat grow on the pavement. A black cat sees it and scatters. The shadow stops. We close in on a gloved hand holding up a remote.
A very long shadow. There isn't a man in this city more driven than him.
Meanwhile, out of the alleyway, the Batmobile tears through the night. Back at the diner, Dick finishes his rant.
I swear, he's inhuman. How do you live up to that? Hell, how do you live like that?
I get it.
You do?
Sure. You want to live up to his legacy, but you don't want to be trapped by it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to understand. That's me and my grandpa to a T.
And what's his story? Let me guess. Chief of police.
Commissioner.
Oh, even better. You know, that's always my problem. Lack of imagine.
Barbara pulls out an old vintage police badge and tosses it on the table. Grayson picks it up. His eyes grow wide as he puts it together. He points to her.
Barbara.
Barbara nods and smiles.
Gordon. Yeah.
Dick suddenly looks very worried. Barbara sighs.
What did you do?
What?
It's just whenever I bring up Grandpa Jim, everybody gets that look on their face. Is it parking tickets? It's parking tickets.
No.
Larceny, murder, assault?
Define assault.
Are you going to be okay with this?
Most of the time.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, he's retiring.
Dick feigns ignorance.
Really? Why?
Barbara looks around and continues in hushed tones.
His heart is bad. Really bad. That's why I was upset with you at the phone booth. I was trying to get word from the hospital. Stupid phones at the dorms are always just...
Dick sips his coffee and sloughs it off.
It's all right.
No, I was unfair to you. But can you blame me? Have you seen the creeps on campus?
Trust me, it's no better out there on the streets.
We cut to Gotham's Jewelers Row, a street lined with many jewelry shops, all closed for the night. The Batmobile pulls up. A couple of shady characters spot it and run. Batman steps out. He scans the area. Above a large jewelry store, he spots an open window. Inside the jewelry store, Catwoman cuts a hole through the glass with her claws. Silently, she removes it and sticks her leather gloves in, picking up a pile of assorted necklaces. She shoves them into a small leather satchel and notices a large diamond. She carefully reaches through the hole again. Suddenly, a bat cuff slips around her forearm with a loud click. She turns her head to face Batman. She smiles flirtingly.
Bruce.
Not tonight. He headbutts her. Meanwhile, on a lonely Gotham street, a refrigerator truck screeches down the road. A logo on the side displays a smiling frozen steak, which reads, "Nice to meet you." Inside, we see the Butcher Gang, armed to the teeth. The leader addresses his two lieutenants.
Remember, in and out.
And what if there's trouble?
Then we have backup.
He signals to the back of the truck. In the shadows, we see a pair of glowing red eyes. They're transfixed on a small snow globe. The figure of a woman dances in it. A voice echoes in the dark.
Once more into the breach, my love.
The two goons look at each other, concerned. Back inside the jewelry shop, Batman drags Catwoman towards the front door. Both are cuffed together by the wrist.
Where are you taking me?
Arkham. She pulls him in tight, fighting his grip.
I don't have time for that sort of commitment.
I do.
Then check yourself in.
I'm not the one who needs help.
Catwoman unleashes a series of kicks as she replies back.
Oh, please. The last thing I need is a white knight.
Batman grabs her tight.
Then give this up.
Or what? Behind every great man is a woman who knows his secrets. You gonna take that risk?
Batman hesitates. Catwoman sneers.
Checkmate.
An explosion rips through the jewelry store window, sending Batman and Catwoman flying into the air. As the smoke clears, the Butcher Gang swarms in. The alarm goes off. One of the butchers tosses a meat cleaver at the wall-mounted alarm box. It sparks and explodes, sending the cleaver to the ground. One of the gang comes across the jewelry display case Catwoman pilfered. He notices the cut hole in the glass and stares awkwardly at it. He shrugs to himself and sticks his hand in, reaching for his target. A massive diamond the size of a golf ball. The same one Catwoman was after. In the corner, Catwoman emerges from the rubble, brandishing a cleaver. She looms psychotically over Batman. He tries to brace himself with his free hand, but she lobs the cleaver next to his wrist. The chain snaps with a loud clink. She's free. She grabs the satchel and bids farewell.
When the cat's away.
She flips her way up to a cracked hole in the ceiling, leaving Batman to fend for himself. Batman, bloodied and covered in dust, enters the fray. The Butcher Gang recoils in shock.
Batman!
What the hell?
Jeez, that was fast. Messer, mess him up.
We see Messer step out, tall and muscle-bound. He sports a white, blood-splattered coat and a helmet fashioned from a cow skull. He carries a long knife sharpener in one hand and a medieval Messer knife sword in the other. He scrapes the two together as he approaches. Batman puts up his fists. The two spar. We cut back to Dick and Barbara.
So, fencing.
Fencing.
Back at the jewelry store, Batman fends off numerous strikes with metallic arm guards, sending sparks flying. But Messer slips up. Batman grabs the sharpening tool from Messer and pulls it away. The two face each other with a weapon in each hand. In the diner, Dick continues his conversation.
You don't like it, do you?
No.
Too many rules.
Right? There's no practical application.
Meanwhile, at the jewelry store, Batman and Messer fence with the knife sharpener and knife sword. Back in the diner, Barbara chimes in.
Plus, the instructor's a dick. No offense.
None taken.
We cut to Batman and Messer clashing with such intensity, it knocks both weapons out into the rubble. Over at the diner, Barbara sighs to herself.
I just wanted something different, but...
Give me a good old fist fight any day.
At the jewelry store, Batman and Messer revert to their fists. Back at the diner, Barbara adds.
Or at least a good roundhouse kick.
We quick cut to the jewelry store, where Batman roundhouse kicks Messer back into the wall. He crashes into the broken security system, which sends out sparks and lightning bolts. Messer convulses wildly and collapses, presumably dead. We return to Grayson at the diner.
Yo, it's Fleeko.
Are you trying?
Whoa, what the hell?
Fleeko, that boy Fleeko.
Hey, Nico SG, welcome back.
Fleeko.
Nico SG. Of course I remember you. Yo.
Yeah, you guys know I'm not done.
Hold on. I dropped a new song. It has the lyrics in the description. Okay. All right. You know what, Nico SG, just for that, man. Hold on. Hold on. Just 1 second. Hold on.
Turn into a moderator only stream.
Yep.
The stream for the mods.
Yep. Whew. What's up, Bright Gilly? Wow, we got 3 people already? Man, that's amazing. I'm gonna have to share the screen. Hold on. Here we go.
We were just into that Batman stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were just watching a transcription of what if Tim Burton directed Batman and Robin. It was getting so good already. Oh what?
Yeah.
Nico SG has over 418 subscribers? Nah. There ain't no way. Oh my goodness. So Nico SG, last one, official audio. Okay,
Fleeko, I'm gonna sub to Fleeko.
Oh my goodness, bro. All right, if y'all ready for this beat like that, we got 5 people watching. This is perfect timing.
Hey.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
I gotta sub to Fleeko.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get rid of the blue stuff. But anyways, I just got cracked in my bones a little bit. There we go.
Not jimpables.
Now let's listen to this.
Yeah. Alright, man, I'm gonna be using no auto-tune for this shit because I know that's something that you cannot do. You cannot do that shit. Also, it took you 4 months to drop and record you this. It's crazy. You didn't even drop it, so this is gonna be my last diss unless you drop another. You won't. Also, I've heard you've been attacking my friends, so I got a question for you, bro. Answer. All right. Alfie, how this got taken away? That's so funny. Before he's gonna stay, but he didn't know how to go astray. Only cause he used to eat the food off of his tray. You're so sad. Hey! In reality, you know that I would hate. It used to be hiding in the library. Apparently, I was scared of this because you're looking crazy for a bitch. You thought Lennon was your mate. So he left you once, he has in the state that you're living in. I hope that bro was the face. So you don't love to die and roll like an inmate. I'm not sorry that I can see your career fading. I can't believe that no one was hating that you stole the lyrics.
Y'all hearing this right now?
At least he got rhymes.
Tried to lie, don't you understand? understand how we can see right through you. Clear like eyes, might as well call you an igloo. Or we could just call you Abby too. Dating all the clap girls in
Yeah, we
school,
still
then you feel that is peak.
Yes, sir.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but the other two dudes left though. They had to go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we still here. We were just watching a fanscription of what if Tim Burton directed Batman and Robin, and then all of a sudden Nico SG just dropped another beat again.
Can't chat to ghosts chatting better with boys. You are cute with so low. Please stop playing with toys. Talking about my mom. I guess that's fine. It is a diss track, so you have the right. But say it to me casually. It ain't gonna be fun. Talking to me about that. That's where I cross the line. You think you're so cool, so bad, so sick, but in reality, you're just a pussy that has a dick. There's no one for you was big. You look like Crazy Frog if he had a kill Peppa Pig. I didn't copy Travis, I copied Drake. Tried to prove a point, but it wasn't a good take. Did a song 3 years ago, then took a break. So no, I didn't copy you, another L take. You're still going on about the fighting drama, like you gave me some sort of trauma. That was in year 7. Get over it. The did more damage than you, so you in the shit. You stopped yourself from dropping the diss. It was shitty. You thought your song will get people.
Don't worry about it, though.
You
Don't worry about it.
that's the city, but it just flopped.
Don't worry about it, Chief. This is my channel. It's on a live stream. I can't edit it out, but that's okay, though.
While you sleep on the board, that's mental, but that's how I work with the devil. That's why you're floating on wood and some metal. No matter the song is better than your career. Me and my bro Leonard, we in this shit, we're here. There's no need for him to panic when there's nothing too fair. What you gonna do to him? Go and let me hear. You know you're a toxin, but I am toxic. You fight with muscle.
Y'all hear this beat right now?
One more thing.
Check out Nico SG in the chat, boys. Give him a lot of love and respect, my guy.
You don't know me, how long has it been? They should have told me no deal with the
Flico's still here.
You cannot sell me, but I'll disrespect
he's still here, bro.
For free, my dissing technique is brand
Come on,
new.
Flico, say
I'll
something.
get to the top, I have the grand view. The fact that the shit my fans knew. You sister rocking the ball is mopping the floor with Ansu.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah. If you disrespect me again like that, man, it's gonna be long for you, cuz, you know, like.
Bro, you could have just said, me personally, don't. Me personally, would not tolerate that level of disrespect.
Yo!
Hey, what is that?
Yo! Guys, give a round of applause.
I was laughing. That beat was
Give a round of applause to Nico SG, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Flico.
Oh my god. This dude dropped another beat again.
Damn,
bro.
SoundCloud took him.
Oh my goodness. Man, we're getting it lit tonight. Thank you guys. You're welcome,
Yeah,
Nico
Flico.
SG. Like, bruh, he made that beat so lit, which I don't even know where to begin. Ugh. Oh, I just hit my elbow. No, don't worry. Don't.
Oh, he good though. He good, fellas. He good.
I'm good. I'm good.
He's
My
straight.
elbow
He's
just
all straight.
hit my plate over here. I was supposed to turn it in, but I'm gonna like turn it in like later.
Yeah, my elbow hit my bed. That's why.
Ooh, bro. Bro, Nico SG just came. Bro, wait till Shadow rewatches the stream. Wait till he rewatches the stream and he's gonna be like, "Whoa, yo, he's back!" Like, yes, he's back because he just dropped another beat
Another
out of
banger.
nowhere.
That was
like,
hours ago.
No. I remember the first time you reacted to him because I was there. I think I was just. I told you. I freaking knew. I told you this dude was silent the whole entire time. Man, loyal, legend. This is why he's a legend, ladies and gentlemen. This is why Ben makes a bunch of other good beats. This is exactly why. Yes, sir. So happy you guys were live. Yeah, man. We were just watching this,
That's
and
his
then
channel,
somehow you showed up out of nowhere.
I
And-
was live earlier.
Oh yeah, you were live earlier, Star. Well,
I was playing games.
Oh yeah, I took a little peek of it, and it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But yo, he just dropped another great lit beat again. Like, bro, this is exactly why. Oh no, I have a theory for cheater rate of 2. Bro, wait till Shadow hears about this. Wait till Shadow sees While he's what? Okay, Shadow. If you were watching the stream, Nico SG is back in the chat. Nico SG is back in the chat. He just released a new beat on his channel, like recently, and that was so lit. I don't care if it was cursing or not. No, this is a live stream. I'm keeping all of this in.
Yeah, keep W Fleeko.
Yeah,
W Fleeko.
Bro.
W Fleeko.
W, yes sir. S tier B, bro. That's a S tier, the highest ranking of all.
Yes, sir.
I don't, man, bro. That and it just keeps going on and on and on. Do you want to hear? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you could type that theory in the chat while we continue finishing watching this, because this is about to be crazy. This is about to be good.
To turn me on?
Yes, sir.
Barbara smiles flirtatiously. Meanwhile, outside the jewelry shop, the butcher's boss waves from the truck door.
You.
The boss bats his eyes mockingly and kisses the giant diamond now in his hand. The truck revs up, ready to peel out. Batman holds the Batmobile remote to his mouth. Cable. The Batmobile pulls up behind the truck and fires a cable at its bumper. As the vehicle spins helplessly in place, Batman slides into the Batmobile and slams the throttle in reverse. Then he flips a switch, pulling the tow cable in. Slowly, the truck gets dragged in reverse. The back door opens, and a woman with crazy hair, goggles, and a leather apron steps out with an electric carcass saw. She slices into the cable, snapping it in two. Then she blows.
Thank you guys again. Have an amazing rest of your stream. Thank you so much, Nico SG. You're very welcome. Yo, shout out to this dude for releasing the littest beats of all time. I think he made the littiest beats of the year.
I can hope he can get to the billboards on that.
Bro, he's growing. And I think the Ferrero Nation is checking out his beats. They're checking out his stuff. I'm not joking around. I'll put his channel link in the description down below. Like, guys, if you guys are new here, show the love and the positivity to Nico SG. Listen to his beats, share them out, adding them to your playlist. Hit the red support button and also leave a meaningful comment down below. So my theory is, you and Cheetah in the final battle scene, you will go after Reverse Flash after killing one of the characters, and also after a while, that's when Reverse Flash is about to kill you, and oh boy, I'm just
There's Batman and Kiss as the truck
You need to put some punctuation.
Batman glares at them angrily and slams the throttle to max speed. The Batmobile's jet engine explodes with fury. Up above on the roof, Catwoman watches the Batmobile speed off. She laughs to herself as a black cat hops onto a chimney next to her and purrs.
I know, Miss Kitty. You just can't find a good table in this town. Still, there's always takeout.
She giggles with girlish delight as she pulls out the satchel and opens it. It's empty. She frowns.
Bastard.
We cut to a Gotham precinct station. Outside, a couple of cops are chatting over coffee and paper cups. Suddenly, a truck swerves past them, followed immediately by the Batmobile. As the Batmobile passes, a pile of pearl necklaces hits one of the cops square in the face. The cop, covered in jewelry and coffee, stares at the other in shock. Behind them, police cars rev up and give chase. Back at the diner, a waitress offers to refill Dick and Barbara's cups. As she tops off their coffee, Dick notices his watch buzzing again and tries to hide it.
So, I was thinking...
The watch buzzes again. He takes it off and shoves it in his pocket.
You need a lift.
No.
It's okay, as long as you don't mind a rusty old bike.
She stares out the window. Grayson follows, spotting a rusty...
Oh, here comes another theory again. He says,
Well,
I'll kill you. He's... Oh, okay.
There's a
He says...
continuation.
And
he says...
I killed you once. I told you I can kill you again. And we see a scene with Cheetah and Swanson. We see them fighting with Cheetah's suit. And also she says, I may be slow, but I'm a cheetah. So,
So I can catch up to speed.
Oh my goodness. Sheesh.
Aren't
Bro.
you just fast animals?
Bro.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's gonna happen in Shadow's Cheetah film, Cheetah's Rage of Two Worlds. That's gonna be insane.
Oh, that's
black
his
motorcycle
film?
with purple accents.
Oh yeah.
You ride?
She shrugs as Dick continues to stare at it with a shocked grin. Suddenly, a small truck screams past. Grayson looks concerned.
Huh.
He returns to the conversation.
There's this thing coming up.
A police car zooms by.
I don't know if it'd be your thing, but...
Oh my!
A squad of police cars rushes past the window, sirens blazing. Barbara and Dick stare out the window for a moment. Barbara cringes and shrugs.
I'm sure it's no big deal.
Suddenly, the Batmobile blasts by. A pause. Dick signals the waitress.
Can I get the check?
He smiles sheepishly at Barbara. Meanwhile, on a busy Gotham street, a squad of police cars nips at the wheels of the butcher truck. The Batmobile, now cut off by the growing fleet of cop cars, lags behind. Inside the truck, the butcher gang argues amongst themselves as the vehicle swerves left and right. The driver says he can't shake him. The boss turns to the shadow in the back.
I thought you said that thing was going to be some kind of super weapon.
We close in on a large, retro 1950s rifle. Inside an open compartment, we see a gloved hand affixing the large diamond to an apparatus. The shadow replies.
All good things will come
The truck jumbles.
to those who wait.
One of the butcher goons leans out a window and fires a machine gun underneath some elevated train tracks. Light fixtures fall on the road, forcing a cop to swerve. This causes a chain reaction. Police cars pile on top of each other. Batman swerves to narrowly avoid the wreckage, flipping a cop car in the process. He speeds up. Inside the truck, the driver shouts that Batman is gaining on them. The shadow closes the glass compartment on the rifle. Blue lasers fire into the diamond, and the whole rifle glows to life. The shadow stands up.
And now, cold winds wake.
The shadowy figure cocks the rifle and kicks open the door. In close-up, we see the gun fire. A stream of ice covers the road. The Batmobile swerves on the shimmering ice-covered roadway. Batman grips the wheel tight, but it's no use. The vehicle slides into a wall.
Woo!
Inside the truck, the men cheer. Up ahead, Robin, fully suited, rounds a corner in his transformed cycle and screeches to a halt.
Oh. It says, that means I cheat a lot, and trust me, I do. Then Swanson sees the person he killed, both Cheetah and Swanson. He killed both Cheetah and Swanson, are confused. Then that's where Swanson sees Reverse Slash about to kill you. Then he goes, nobody kills Ferrero but me! Oh! Yep, that's what Swanson
a good theory, actually.
Uh-huh, that's a very good theory. Oh, dang. I think Ben already knows that of the line Swanson's gonna say when he backstabs Reverse Flash.
Can't wait to see the film when it comes out.
For him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
pulls out a crossbow.
Not today.
He aims for the truck's grill and pulls the trigger. The arrow lands in the grill and explodes. Smoke covers the windshield and the truck swerves, missing Robin. The gang punches out the windshield. Soon, an ice beam freezes the hood, putting out the fire. Robin frowns and gives chase. Meanwhile, Batman reverses as best he can and skids along the road, turning onto a side street as a shortcut. As the chase continues, we cut to a small group of neighborhood children playing in a gushing fire hydrant. They pause as the truck and Robin swerve around the corner. Robin signals and screams at the kids to get out of the way.
Oh boy, here comes another one. And rams into Reverse Flash and says, nobody, and I mean nobody, kills him but me. Then that's where Reverse Flash says, then the deal of you getting the full power of the negative speed force is broken. Oh my goodness.
No one does it.
Yo, that is insane.
They scramble as the truck slashes through the wall of water. An ice beam flies out from the open rear door and hits the gushing stream. The hydrant's watery gush freezes into a solid ice beam, along with the road. Robin slides his cycle underneath the ice beam and rights himself up, continuing the chase. The children return to the ice, stunned.
One of them curiously licks the ice beam. He starts to groan and wave his hands as he realizes his tongue is stuck. Back at the chase, an ice beam hits some power lines. The weight of the frozen wires pulls the wooden poles down onto the road. Robin dodges the sparking live wires and presses on. Finally, he gets alongside the truck. He punches through the window and tries to grab the steering wheel. A rifle suddenly emerges, pointed at his face. Robin's eyes grow wide. He slams the brakes just as the rifle fires an ice beam. Inside an adjacent apartment, a sweaty drunk in boxer shorts sits in a recliner, while a small chihuahua barks over the television set. A woman shouts from upstairs,
Harold! I told you to fix the air conditioner!
An explosion of glass and ice bursts through the living room window. The whole place is now covered in snow and sleet. The frost-encrusted drunk shivers along with the freezing chihuahua. He replies,
It's fixed.
Back at the pursuit, Dick tries to gain some ground on the truck. Up ahead, the road dives into Gotham Park. There's a small stream crossed by a small stone bridge. The Batmobile pulls out onto the bridge from the opposite direction and violently swerves to a stop, blocking the truck. Inside the truck, the butchers have run out of options. As they bicker, the mystery man says,
Over the bridge! Through the water!
The men ask him if he's nuts. A freeze rifle points at the driver's head.
Do it!
The driver reluctantly steps on the gas. Just before hitting the Batmobile, he swerves and flies off the stone bridge. While in midair, an ice beam blasts through the truck's broken windshield, freezing the water below. The truck lands safely on the ice as Batman flips the Batmobile around with the vehicle's rotating hydraulic lift. Robin watches from the sideline and decides to follow the truck on a parallel track. Soon, both the Robin cycle and the Batmobile flank the truck, riding the side roads which run parallel to the stream. The truck, meanwhile, rides a constantly generated icy road formed from the brook.
How long can they keep this up?
Not sure.
I can cut across. Get behind them.
No.
I can do it.
I said.
Before Batman can finish, Robin slides down the grassy bank of the stream and lands on the icy runway. Almost instantly, he starts to slip, but rights himself. Up ahead, the stream gives way to a large lake on the other side of a stone bridge. Robin accelerates. Slowly, he gets within inches of the truck. He reaches out to grab it. Almost there. He hits a button marked autopilot and then squats in the motorcycle seat. He tries to stand, surfer style, balancing one hand on the handle while reaching out with the other.
Come on. Pull back. I can reach it. I said pull back. One more.
Robin tenses up as if ready to leap. Suddenly, the bike shuts down. Robin stumbles as a computer screen reads, Remote deactivation. He screams in frustration as the truck makes it out onto the freshly frozen lake. Meanwhile, Robin swerves wildly, crashing and sliding across the frozen stream before spilling out onto the icy lake. For a split second, Robin and the cycle rest in silence. Then the ice cracks. Robin first runs for the cycle, but it begins sinking. He then runs back towards the stone bridge as the ice continues to crack beneath his feet. He falls into the water, the weight of his cape and armor pulling him down. He reaches for the surface. A rope drops. He grabs it. Slowly, he makes his way back up the rope onto the stony bridge. A figure dressed in black stands waiting. Robin coughs.
Thanks a load, Bat.
Robin gets a good look at the figure. Feminine. Black leather coat and pants with purple accents. A black motorcycle helmet with riveted bat ears obscures her face. Robin blinks and squints.
Girl?
She raises the visor, revealing eyes concealed by black war paint. It seems as if she's about to say something, but the Batmobile roars up behind them. The girl runs off like a cheetah. Robin shakes his head, confused.
Wow.
Whoa.
Then after the Reverse Flash gives the negative Speed Force avatar to someone that don't know SWATs, it says, No, we had a deal. And Reverse Flash says, I know, but you broke it after trying to kill me. Oh, that's where Reverse Flash gives the negative Speed Force avatar to a random person, and that random person is Corey, aka Shadow's character. But that's a post-credit scene. Dang! That's amazing. Wait till Shadow hears about this because he's gonna freak out, man. What do you give the best theories for Cheetah's Rage of Two Worlds? It's gonna be amazing, and also for my movie, which he came up with the theories of the post-credit scene and the plot, of course. Yeah, he came up with those theories. That's why he's a genius, 100%.
Affect your films. Okay,
We fade into the Batmobile platform inside the Batcave. A bruised, dirty Batmobile limps its way into the station with a sputter. Chained between the fins above the jet engine is Robin's cycle, battered and still dripping water. The vehicle stops with a pathetic sigh. A jump cut reveals Bruce taking his mask off and setting it in the vault. Meanwhile, Robin crosses the bridge. His shouts echo throughout the cave.
What the hell was that?
A copycat.
No, the bike!
Oh, you mean the part where I saved your life?
No, I mean the part where you decided how I live it.
Bruce tosses a pile of schematics to Robin as Alfred enters with a tray of food.
Here, weight of the bike, handling, speed, acceleration, tires, do the math. Divide by inches of ice needed to support it over an open lake.
And you knew all that.
Bruce shoots back with an all-knowing stare.
Of course you did. It's your bike, just like it's your cave and your life.
It's your life too.
No. No, it isn't. I thought maybe, back during the Two-Face case, I could do what you do. But then I got what I wanted, just like you did with the Joker. But it wasn't enough, was it, Bruce? No matter what you do, or what I do, or what he does, it's never enough.
So that's it. You want to give up on the people of Gotham?
I want to help people, Bruce, but not at the cost of my own sanity.
Is that what you see? An inmate running the asylum? You think there isn't a day where I wish I could give this up?
I'm not sure. And that's what scares me.
Sometimes I scare myself. But it's only in the places you fear that you'll find what you seek.
Robin nods and rolls his eyes.
Thomas Wayne. His commencement speech. Yeah, I've read it. Can you say the same for that?
Robin directs his gaze toward a small book. Bruce stares at his father's ledger, sitting next to the Batcomputer. A bookmark stashed in the first few pages implies he hasn't made it far. Robin nods.
That's what I thought. You know, my father had a saying too. Kids are afraid of the dark, but only adults are afraid of the light.
Robin pulls out the automatic starter for the Robin cycle and tosses it to Bruce.
Here, it's yours.
Grayson turns around and ascends the stairs, disappearing into the night. Bruce stares at the starter and clenches it with his fist. Alfred watches nervously as he lays Bruce's dinner out.
This whole thing was a mistake.
Alfred picks up the now half-empty tray and chimes in with utter authority.
Family is never a mistake.
He nods to the door where Grayson left.
Words can be.
He nods to the ledger Bruce won't read.
Actions even. But never family.
The old man promptly leaves, taking Grayson's share of the meal with him. Bruce slowly walks to the book and opens to a specifically marked page. We see an image of Kali, skin blue, brandishing many arms, staring back at Bruce with red eyes. Below the image, red ink reads, Oppenheimer was right. Now I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. We close in on Bruce's eyes, widening ever so slightly in terror. The book closes. Inside the dimly lit commissioner's office, Gordon sits at his desk, filling out paperwork. Two officers stand by.
Oh, here comes another one. Here comes another one. Opens up a breach and says Reverse Flash, the god of superhero, and Cheetah goes to, and of course, Reverse Flash goes to the future of Earth Zero. Then the god of superhero says, uh-oh. After the negative black hole opens up and sees one person coming out of the black hole. Then the card master wakes up. It says, not yet. It teleports out of here. Then the black hole stops. Oh my gosh, dude. You've come up with the best scenarios of all time. I just can't wait till Shadow rewatches the stream and just be excited about the theories he has.
Akins bursts in and slams folders of reports on Gordon's desk. Look at this. Gordon hands the signed paperwork to the officers and dismisses them. Akins continues, pointing at the reports. Look at it, Jim.
I can see for myself. I'm not blind yet.
Yet you'll turn a blind eye. How long are we going to let this vigilante continue?
As long as I sit behind this desk.
Yeah, well, you better make sure I have a department to inherit. Because the second we switch places, I'm going to smash that signal into 1,000 pieces. You hear me? No more Batman. We go it alone. Akins storms out as Gordon leans back in his chair. His hand quivers as he reaches for a prescription bottle. He takes a tiny pill and swallows it with a glass of water. A picture of Barbara Gordon stares up at him from the desk. He looks at the picture, smiles, and sighs.
And what will you inherit after the rest of us are gone?
Meanwhile, inside Dick Grayson's old room, the boy holds up the Robin suit and stares at it. Alfred steps into the doorway.
Am I doing the right thing, Alfred?
To thine own self be true.
Dick puts the suit down next to a backpack. He zips the backpack, leaving the suit on the bed.
I wish it were that easy. How do you do it? How do you stand up to the Batman?
If I knew the answer to that, he may not exist.
I have to do it, Alfred. I have to be my own man.
It's only natural. But if you would allow some advice, a true man must be firm, but never cruel. Treat him with the respect you wish to be afforded. You never know. He may surprise you.
Dick nods and hoists the backpack over his shoulder, crossing the threshold. As he passes, Alfred casually hands him a sandwich. Dick smiles and grabs it, taking a bite.
You know, I miss this. I could eat 1,000 of these at school, but it's never as good as it is here.
Alfred smiles.
The kitchen is always open.
Good old Alfred.
Outside, we see Dick Grayson roll a simple dirt bike out onto the Wayne Manor garage. Over a dozen cars and motorcycles sit idly by in the background. As he passes a set of steps, we see Bruce standing on them, arms folded.
Really?
Grayson stops and stares at him.
No, they do come with engines.
Seemed hypocritical. After all that.
You're never going to get a date with that.
Not a problem anymore.
Bruce reacts with shock. Then it hits him.
Really? What? So that's where you were.
Grayson shrugs and smiles sheepishly.
She nice?
Oh my God, I am so not talking to you about this.
Bruce smiles and nods with his raised eyebrows.
Oh yeah, she's nice.
Can we please?
You should invite her over. Alfred and I can put out a whole spread.
Grayson sighs. Bruce, embarrassed for himself, looks away and nods.
You don't want the old man getting in the way.
There's an awkward pause.
How do you do it? How do you be two people at once?
Not well, apparently.
You tried to warn me, and I was unfair. I barged into your life and into that cave and made you...
You didn't make me do anything. I made a choice.
And I'm making a choice. There may be a future for Robin, but it's not here. I can't be the son you never had and a crime-fighting partner at the same time.
Bruce mulls it over.
Fine, but not like this. Not sneaking off in the middle of the night. You want to make a life-altering decision? You think it over first.
Bruce pulls out an open duffel bag and tosses it at Dick's feet. Inside is the Robin suit. He extends his hand to Grayson.
Deal.
Grayson shakes Bruce's hand and grabs the duffel bag.
Deal.
Dick hops on the bike and starts pedaling as Bruce watches, arms folded. Slowly, the sound of Grayson pedaling away reverses. Now the sound grows louder. Unsurprisingly, he passes Bruce, who tosses Grayson a set of keys. Grayson rides toward the garage as Bruce shouts,
"It's the Harley.
I know.
Needs gas.
Thanks."
Inside the frozen confines of the Butcher Gang's hideout, we watch the boss empty a case of jewelry onto the table. It spills out, prompting the gang to run their hands through it in awe.
Look at this haul. I've never dreamed of a score this big. At least not with the Batman around. I should retire.
The voice of the mysterious stranger cuts in.
Oh, we're not done yet.
The boss looks up to see a menagerie of ice sculptures, all variations on a similar theme. A young woman, a bride and groom, happier times. On an icy throne, the shadow sits, brooding. The boss chimes in.
Oh yeah? What do you got?
The shadow flings something. A newspaper lands on the table. The boss examines it, eyes wide open.
Are you out of your mind? Jewelry stores are one thing, but this?
The shadowy figure rises and moves toward the boss, threatening, imposing. The boss slowly shuffles back, intimidated.
Such limited imagination. You've fawned over trinkets, but there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Like what?
The shadow points his ice rifle at the boss's chin. Slowly, he lowers it to the criminal's heart and taps it.
That which was stolen from me.
The shadowy figure holds up his snow globe containing the dancing girl. Its twinkling music plays creepily as he withdraws the rifle. As the shadowy figure leaves, the music slowly dies away. The boss stares at the table. We close in on the newspaper. The picture shows Bruce Wayne. The headline reads, Bruce Wayne to receive humanitarian award at charity gala.
Ominous much? Let us know what you think of the story so far in the comments below. And share it with your own Bat family if you liked it. Remember to check out our Fanscription podcast for audio versions of all our episodes, and tune back in soon for part 2 of What If Tim Burton Directed Batman and Robin. Some Bat time, same Bat channel.
Wow, what a great transcription.
1 out of 3.
Yep. They literally made 3 parts of What If Tim Burton Directed Batman and Robin. Oh my goodness. Yep. Yes, we will. Oh, what? And after the 2 post-credit scores are Swatson and a spirit realm, and after the effects of the spirit realm don't work for you, here Death says, "You're villain." Let's strike up. Strike up. D3 A1. Then Swanson says, "Yes, we will." I think Death will. The second post-credit scene is Cheetah and the God of Superhero are talking. Then Cheetah says, "I should go, but if you need my help, you know where to find me." Then you say, "How do I know where to find you?" Then that's when she says, "Because I'm going after the card master." Then the movie ends. Dang!
The plot twist.
That plot twist, though. My goodness. Star, I'm gonna have to let you go. Thank you so much for joining in on the live stream, and hopefully we could talk again soon. And yeah, thanks for joining in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. See you soon, Star. All right, bye. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching the live stream. Thank you so much, Ben, for coming up with the theories of my friend Shadow's Cheetah film. And yes, Ben, we're mostly going to be recording. Shadow's going to be recording some scenes for the plot scene for my movie. And then after that, the post-credit scene for my movie as well. Because you already know how to put Bill Cipher in the thing. Because it's going to be his second appearance. But Bill Cipher will appear again in the third film, I believe. See you later, Ben. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the live stream, make sure to smash the like button, share the stream with your friends, subscribe today to become a FERRERO member, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great night, everybody, and thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Goodbye, guys.